Ooh, welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 6, episodes 19 and 20. We're back.
We're back.
With me today to chat these first two episodes of Casa Amor week is Miss TJ. Miss TJ, how are you tonight?
Hello. Girl, we got some stuff to talk about. Okay. I couldn't let you do it alone. I know you usually do it alone, but I said, Tamika, please let me come in because I got so much to say, girl.
This show.
Whew.
And the thing is, I don't even have a problem with the show. Right?
Like, no, the show is good, but why they gotta do us dirty? Why they gotta do the girls dirty? These women are beautiful and these men are mediocre and they want us to cry. They want the girls to cry. Like, why they gotta do us dirty? It's crazy.
Like, I feel like with Love Island UK, I have a problem with the show.
Right. Boring.
Correct. And like, yeah, and you know, mostly to do with the cast, but mostly to do with production because this ain't cool.
Right.
With this show, I feel like they've done a good job producing it.
And the cast, yes.
And the cast was good. But these mofos. And we're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
Welcome, Rachel. Hey,
Rachel.
I am traumatized by these episodes. I'm not.
Join the club, girl. We're going to be trauma bonding together.
I am not traumatized because I saw it coming.
You did see it coming.
I called it.
You did call it.
Yeah.
But might I also say that I said, as a fellow Virgo, we are slow burners, but when we open up, we are so loyal. And I knew that the tables were going to turn. I knew it.
It's about to be bad. Like, real bad. But we're going to Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Jessica says, hi, ladies. This Casa Amor has me thinking only one thing. After God, fear men.
Yes.
The way some of these guys are moving is very scary.
Very scary.
I feel like it kind of feels like they should not, with the women, they should keep them in the villa together and let them explore. I feel like with the men, they should make them go off by themselves to like separate like experiences. Because we're going to talk about that man, Kendall. And guys, I said it last year. If y'all allowed Marco to win the show after what he did to Destiny, I wasn't going to forgive y'all. Y'all allowed that man to win the show. And I don't follow him and his girlfriend, who I do like, because I can't stand him. But if you let Kendall win this show with the shit that he's pulling right now in Casa Amor, that is clearly trying to knock out the competition. Telling you right now, I'm not going to talk to y'all.
So you don't think he's just happy for his boy? You think he's really trying to?
I think he does not like. I feel like Kendall doesn't like black women.
And he's black. He doesn't like black women. Like, no, not romantically, no.
And that he, just like Connor, just like Rob, just like Aaron, feel like black women don't deserve what they deserve first. So the fact that Serena didn't just take Cordell for whatever he was given, she deserves everything that she's going to get. The same comments that we see in IG, on Twitter, in TikTok, these are the same comments that we're seeing, that she deserves this because she didn't just take what he was giving. But this is why she did not take what he was giving. Because he was initially giving her shit. And
she was giving her whatever she wanted him. Like, and that's the problem. He's so easily influenced wherever the wind blow. He can't stand.
And she called him on it. And she called him on it. And she called him on it, backed off, and said, okay, are you still going to be able to deal with what I'm giving you? And what did he decide?
Yeah.
I still want it.
Right.
But we're going to keep talking about it. Hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Hi, Mary. Yeah, well, I missed it too because I was not there. I was out for drinks. Rachel says, I can't even feel excited about the next episode. I'm so stressed out. I want
Me too. Me too, girl.
CJ says it's sad to see people, especially Black women content creators, blaming Serena for Cordell's behavior. The reason why I said that Cordell gave her shit and that she did the right thing is because he was always going to do this. No matter what Serena gave him, because no other girl came into the villa looking for him, except for Nicole, who went to Kendall. So this is how you know he was, no matter what she gave him, because it's not like she wasn't giving him physical or emotional. She just wasn't giving him, like, I'm fully into just you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody in the villa gave him that. So the fact that this girl is running in like, you just need somebody who's just you, and that's me, and I'm going to give you everything that you're asking for without getting to know him as a person, and he's just taking it, and he's still just doing everything physical with her.
Right.
His ass was always going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what.
And you know that she's been watching you on TV. So the thing that you fear because you're Odell's brother and stuff, you don't think she know all that and she thought about all that and she's coming in here just for that? But
he is 27 years old.
21.
And Cordell is 22.
Right.
Okay. Danita says, hey, Mika and Miss TJ. Hey, Danita, welcome. Shanice is here.
Hey,
and Mary says, yes, it takes us Virgos time to open up.
It does.
And Jessica agrees. Kendall will not be touching that money if I have anything to do with it. Nasty work, what he's doing.
Exactly.
Glad we're on the same page. There was something. Oh, I think I saved it. Somebody said something. I was like, oh, I'm going to start spreading that because...
What was it?
I gotta find it. I was like, we need to spread. We gotta spread this. We gotta spread this.
So we can say it. So we can say it. Find it.
Mary says, get on the train of making Miguel win.
Oh, no, wait, Mary. We're not doing that either.
Love you, Mary, but that's actually not the road we're going down.
I don't want none of them to win.
Whoever or bust for
but
me.
Janae, I want Janae to win.
Yes, Janae and whoever or bust at this point. Danita says, I agree, Mika. The boys egged each other on. They definitely need to be separate villas. Kendall's playing chestnut checkers and knows that Cordell and Serena
are a threat. Absolutely. Mika will be back. This happens sometimes with her Mac that she loved and debated about getting, but chose. Yes, I told him you'd be back. This happens with your Mac.
I gotta remember not to do the two fingers. Mary says they are shaming Serena for putting limits on her body. Exactly. Yep.
Oh, because Daya is not putting limits on her body next episode.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're making it seem like this girl wants Cordell for him, when all she's doing is allowing him to use her body. She's not getting to know him for him.
Right.
And again, I'm saying her age. We found out that she's been in his brother's comments. Yes. I have screenshots.
And the gag is all of that you were talking, and she been in your brother comments, and oh my goodness. Oh my, yeah. Did we have Cordell becoming Leo on our bingo card? Did we have that?
Danita says people are blaming Serena for how Cordell is moving in Casa is crazy. She didn't force him to stay with her, and her slow bun is making him wild out. Is it making him wild out? Cordell is being Cordell.
Absolutely.
Shani says, I was sick last night. The writing was on the wall, though.
Absolutely.
Mary says,
what happened to I'm gonna sleep outside and I'm not gonna kiss nobody? Oh my God.
How do you change that quickly? How do you switch up that quickly? You cannot tell me that being away from Serena makes him switch up that quickly if that was his values. He said that himself, and Serena wasn't there to force him to say that. So Mary says, in the moment that Serena put restriction, and if Cordell didn't agree, he should have friend zoned Serena. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's saying that Serena should have friend zoned him if she knew she didn't like him. Cordell should have friend zoned her if he knew he wanted to fuck and wasn't going to get that in a time frame that she was allowing him. That's why I'm saying to you that he was always going to do this.
Absolutely.
Because if physical, I think he even said it. Oh, like he needs someone who is like kind of all over him. He never told Serena that.
Oh yeah, because he said he's clingy. He says he's clingy and likes clingy women. He want to see his girl all day, every day, and be in her face or something like that. Yeah. And he's a lover boy.
So that's the point. If that is what you needed from Serena, then you should have said that. And that is why I said I did not agree with Chantel that Serena was taking advantage of Cordell. No, Cordell was taking advantage of Serena because he had nobody who was coming in there for him.
Absolutely. I told her that too. I did not agree with that because everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice. And this is free will. If you don't want to stay, what Glorilla said, I ain't in the business of keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. So if you want to go,
I need somebody. Oh, please, Serena's playing a game. I need to tell me how Serena's playing a game. How is Serena playing a game?
Leave Cordell alone.
Leave Cordell alone. How? How is she playing the game? How is she not leaving Cordell alone? And I hope whatever game Cordell is playing works out for him. Because right now, he is polling under Rob. Not under Aaron. Not under
he's polling worse than Aaron?
He's polling under Rob. And Rob is polling under Aaron.
Aaron is a joke too. Aaron will show his tail too.
But see, I think what it is people never felt like Aaron and Kayla were actually had a connection. I never felt that. So I do think people see the connection he has with Danielle. They do seem to have a lot more. Okay, I'm going to give this to Aaron. I feel like he's actually getting to know Daniela.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, he already knows about her mom passing. I mean, they've had serious conversations that we never saw him and Kayla have. No, I do agree with that.
I think that he's more physically attracted to her. Yes. But I do feel like they have more in common than I think him and Kayla have.
Yeah, I think it was just the fact that he was over there telling Kayla he about to fall in love. That's the part that got me, because 24 hours ago, you was about to fall in love.
What saved him is he did not close things off.
Right.
Yeah. CJ says Serena is playing games, but Cordell or Daya is not. Really? Everybody there's playing a game to win.
Right.
Thank you. And I want to know what game Serena specifically is playing. Cordell and Daya have yet to have a conversation of substance. Thank you, Dania. Or production is cutting out. Just sex and lust. And I feel like Cordell knows that because he tried to learn about her and she flipped it back on him. Thank you, because she does not care about him. You see that she keeps trying to love bomb him.
His ego.
Stroke his ego.
You need somebody that's all about you.
And make it seem like Serena is not all about him. And so, yeah, every time Cordell tries to actually find out something about this girl, she doesn't care for him to find out anything about him because she does not care about them. She does not care. She thinks that they're going to come off Love Island and she going to meet the I said this.
And she going to be going to the football games.
And she going to be going to the football games. And she going to meet his brother. And these people are not even going to let her through the private gate of the farm.
Exactly.
Serena said we're open, right? So Cordell's moving differently. Where was this ball for Serena when she left Cordell on the dance floor? Or when Cordell saved her ass from elimination? I don't have any clue what you're saying right now.
Well, Cordell saved her. He didn't save her from elimination. That's who he chose. It was down to her and Hannah, and he chose who he chose because he wanted to be with Serena. He could have chose Hannah. Again, you're making our point. If he didn't want to be with Serena, he didn't have to be with Serena because in that point he had a choice. It wasn't Serena choosing him. He had a choice. He still chose her, knowing she was a slow burner, knowing she wasn't going to move fast. He still chose her over Hannah because he did not want to be with Hannah because he did not have any type of affection or see him and Hannah being together. So he chose Serena.
And
We
she
talked
also
about the fact that that he shouldn't get mad at Serena because they said they were open and that he should have been the ones who closed it off because she gave him the opportunity. She kept saying, you want to be open, right? Or do you? And he's like, no, I want to be open right before that morning. So he got upset. He had every right to be upset. You can be in your feelings, but then you have to put on your big person panties or underwear, and then you have to think about it logically. And when she sat down and explained things to him, he said, you're right. I just felt stupid, but you're right. So I don't know what you're talking about, but she's been very transparent and honest with him this whole time.
So if he had just chosen Hannah,
right,
again, he would have been with somebody who was in a friendship couple who just likes his brother.
Right.
I'm confused at here where anything like he would still be with Daya. So you guys would be okay with voting for him. So you guys are going to be okay then. Like, be interested in that relationship because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think Serena's gonna be with her.
Ooh, when she said, y'all not gonna like the Serena I'm gonna turn into, and I'm gonna pull out of my ass if he mess up. And I'm thinking to myself, baby girl, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to pull it out your ass because he over there acting up.
Danita says, I'm 2 years older than that woman, and I am not about to date a 24-year-old.
Hello.
Massey is here. Hello. And she's saying boundaries were out the window so fast. So how can he move when there's no camera? I don't know. Rachel says, yeah, people are talking about Serena was stringing Cordell along. What other options did Cordell have until Casa Amor? Right. Like, you're sitting there saying he saved her ass. Saved her ass. You think that Nigel would have walked in the villa and Hannah would have left Nigel, would have kept Cordell over Nigel? Like Serena did?
Nope.
Is like, that's what y'all are telling me? Y'all think that between Cordell and Nigel, that's Hannah, who would have been in a friendship couple with this man, would have kept him over Nigel?
No, she wouldn't have. No, he was doing what worked best for him. That's why I'm saying nobody was stringing anybody.
Denise said, what's crazy is Serena's now in the clingy stage and he's over there trying to get a quick nut off. Yep.
Exactly.
Massey says he never asked Serena for more. He always followed her lead and then complained behind her back.
Absolutely.
CJ says, thank you, Tamika. Cordell stayed with her despite being friend-zoned. No one forced him. And Mary says, look, I still like Cordell. Serena's going to be heartbroken. This needed to happen. They were not a match. Okay. Good luck to him winning this show. I hope you like. I hope you understand that yes, that is also a factor that they are not compatible. Good luck to Cordell staying on this show.
What sign is he, Tamika? What sign is Cordell?
He's a Gemini.
Oh, I've never dated a Gemini, so.
Yeah. Masay says, so you're saying Miguel and Kendall are winning? This season is wild. Yeah.
I hope Janae with it.
I'm saying right now, Janae and Kenny, I'm fine with. He ain't switched up yet. Mary says, P.S. Rob is giving us nothing in Casa. Why the hell they kept that man because he has become a background character. Yeah.
They didn't know Cordell was gonna get him a show, Mary. They thought they had to keep Rob to give him a show. Now they like, we might can let Rob go because Cordell. They
could have kept Rob go. They could have let Rob go. He wasn't throwing no gasoline on this fire. They had Kendall right there. They didn't know that. And Rachel says exactly. Aaron is actually talking to Daniela. Meanwhile, Cordell and Daya haven't talked about anything, just kissing and fucking. Pretty much. Mary says, "Where's Rob? That would all had all the Casa girls gaslighting, fighting over each other while he's looking from a terrace because, like, he shouldn't still be on the show. That post is his character is going to hit like a brick. It sure will." Danita's saying, well, the streets are saying Daniela and Aaron know each other. That's the other T. We have screenshots of that, or at least Aaron knows her socials because he responded to her.
What? Ooh. Y'all be telling me the tea. What y'all be on Twitter? I'll be on Twitter. Y'all be knowing the tea.
Yeah. Serena, who is this? Jessica says, I think he's going to regret it the minute that he sees Serena's face, and good luck to him if he brings Daya back. Serena will I said this today in my group chat. Woo. He doesn't, I don't even know if he will have to worry about Serena, to be fair. Because Liv and Janae might not leave pieces for her to even get to. Ooh. Kayla and her are going to go off to the side. And this is if he brings that woman back. Liv and Janae, I think, are going to tear his ass apart. Because they have been vouching for that man.
Yes.
Especially Janae.
Yes.
Especially Janae.
Yes.
And
Liv might even go off.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you.
The other day, she was consoling Serena. She might even go off like, I know the hell you did.
Yes. I don't have a chance in hell that Leah will do anything, but because she's too self-centered, she's gonna be worrying about her own shit, and Miguel's gonna walk back in with that girl because he ain't leaving that girl in that villa. And I actually don't blame him, but she's a baddie. She's a baddie. And she's different, and she's a DJ. Yes, I feel like they're a little more compatible. I just don't think that Miguel is anything but full of shit. So that's the problem. Which is why he can't win the show. Because he's full of shit. So we're never going to believe him.
Kendall wants to win, so he's going to stick with Nicole. But I think if he was really going off for emotion, he kind of like her too. Like when he started talking to her, he was kind of like, wait a minute.
Now he's black. You heard him?
Right. He like, I'm black. She like, I'm black too. I'm like, okay, people got to tell each other they black. Okay.
Not the light skins finding each other in the concept. Because all of a sudden he black. All of a sudden, because I don't remember him saying
that. He ain't told nobody else he black this whole time.
Oh my God. So yeah. I think I'm telling you right now, Liv got time. She's single.
Right.
Janae gonna couple up with her Kenny. She gonna be like, boo, hold on 1 second. There will not be pieces for him left over when Liv and Janae, who do not play about their girls, are done with him. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, KB, welcome.
Hi, KB.
Jessica says also, let's not get it twisted. Serena has saved him as well. She
Absolutely.
could have. Why do people keep ignoring the fact that she could have picked Nigel if she really wants Nigel? Nigel literally, we said it on this podcast a couple days ago. Nigel literally was her type on paper. Literally lives in Houston. Literally is 28 years old. He is everything that she should have at this point kept Nigel and see if she could find a connection with him. But she felt like her connection with Cordell was stronger.
Right. Man, those people who just let their representatives, that's my whole thing. That's the thing about dating, because I'm a slow burner like that. And I always tell my friend, I'm like, soon as you save their number in your phone, soon as you tell somebody about them and introduce them, they embarrass you. That's how they do. That is how they do.
Asa says Serena had options and pursued all of them, plus twist Cordell needs to explore to the fullest. Okay, I hope that means for you that if he fucks this girl,
Right.
that was exploring all his options.
He exploring all right.
All of you, this is my thing. I have no problem with Cordell actually exploring. I have no problem with him, except for that the words that came out of his mouth. I'm not going to sleep in bed with anybody. Did that. I'm not going to kiss anybody outside of challenges. Did it twice. Now you possibly sleeping with her, and we're all just like, this is what Serena did to him.
Right.
Serena did all of that stuff to him. Serena did all of that to him. Serena had
never kissed any of those guys. Even when Nigel took her on that date and they was out snorkeling and diving and swimming and carrying on, she ain't never kissed him. He wanted a kiss and she said no. But y'all go off though. Go ahead and go off though.
And all I keep saying is, just like last year when Keenan got done, I think y'all think that his brother's gonna save him from being dumped from this show. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if he don't move correctly, if he sleeps with this girl, he's dumped. If he bring her back and didn't sleep with her, he's dumped. And if he comes back to Serena and don't tell her the truth, he's dumped.
Because when movie night come around and she see,
I'm just warning y'all. So I'm all for him exploring. I actually have absolutely no reason. Like I said it. He needs to go in here and exploring. What I said is, why I said I called it, is that Serena was going to be blamed no matter what.
Yeah.
Check. I said he's going to be a 22-year-old. Check. And I want to see if he finds a different connection, if you guys are going to be rolling with that connection. All I keep seeing now is, I wanted him to explore all his connection, but not this way, not with this girl.
Be careful what you ask for, honey.
I said this after the Casa girls dropped. I said this after watching their interview on After Sun.
Yes.
None of those girls wanted Cordell. Those girls wanted
to be on
Odell Beckham Jr.'s brother.
And to be on the show.
Because
Daya was coming so strong, even in the interview. I'm like, you ain't even seen him in person.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yep. KB says they saved each other, they liked each other, but Serena has displayed an avoidant attachment style in comparison to Cordell's more insecure, balanced spectrum. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. The difference is Serena openly admitted how she had issues, had a wall up, needed to work through it. Cordell never admitted where he was not getting something out of this relationship. He said he was Gucci with all the things that they were doing.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
He said he was going to be patient and he was fine to move at her speed. That is what he said.
Because have I ever argued about him kissing Nicole? He had a right to kiss Nicole. They went on a date. He was single. He was in a couple with Serena. He still wanted to explore it. Serena stopped exploring it. He kissed Nicole right off the bat. I did think, though, that was a tell, because the minute he could get physical with somebody, he did. And Mary says, heck, I even see Hannah keeping Connor over Cordell.
Yep.
Speak it again. Cordell would have went home. KB says no. Serena was stringing him along. How? Wait, but you just said they both saved each other. So how was she stringing him along? And how if she was not if she was avoiding him emotionally, how is she stringing him along?
She was not stringing him along. She was not stringing him along because when you string people along, you're not transparent with them. That's what I always say. I'm very clear because I'm a slow burner, a Virgo. I'm very clear about this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to move. And you have the option to stay in it or not. So whenever I give you options and you stay in it, I'm not stringing you along and I don't want to hear about it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear about it. Nope. I don't want to hear about it.
Miss A says Cordell kissed Nicole on the only day. Oh, I just said this. That he asked on. She chose Kendall. Cordell that went to Casa, and the only girl giving him attention he might have slept with. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Meanwhile, Serena has gotten attention from Hakeem. She's gotten attention from what's his name? Miguel. She's gotten attention from she got real attention from Nigel. He actually came in there and was like, hey, I actually want you. You weren't in my number one, but I want you. Same thing with Nicole. You weren't in my number one, but I want you. But now I got to decide between you and Kendall. Okay, I'm gonna pick you and Kendall. So where in this is it that Cordell was this wanted person and Serena was keeping him from a connection by stringing him along? Not happen. Did not happen. And ask it, I'm going to say this. You have a problem with Serena, and I think you need to look into that because she was well wanted. She was well wanted. Even somebody who I don't even believe is saying that he wanted her, which is Coy. So she was well wanted.
Exactly.
Cordell was the one that wasn't wanted.
Exactly.
Except for by Serena. Because he's 22.
Mm-hmm.
And he's proving he's 22. KB says, I hope Janae can pull out a win.
Me too.
As it says, Serena slow dipped. Serena got the ick early, backed off. Janae told him back on her list after no bombshell paid her any attention. That's not what happened. Literally, that's not what happened.
No, she told Janae he's backed off, and that helped me because he was smothering her. And she was like, oh, now that he's not like smothering me, he allowed me to miss him. And I missed him a little bit. And so I'm thinking, and Janae said, can I tell him? And she said, yeah, you go ahead and tell him. And she went and told Cordell, but it wasn't like you're the way you just typed it. That's not how it went down.
That's not how it happened. I don't know why people are acting like Serena and Cordell are in the same exact position. It's just Cordell is moving messy and Serena realizes cameras are on.
Oh, he doesn't realize the cameras are on?
He don't know that there's cameras? I'm confused at what you guys are saying here.
No, he knows there are cameras on, but he doesn't care because a woman is paying him attention and he's thinking with his penis. He know cameras on. He just don't care. I think he thinks it's gonna help him with his modeling.
Serena says, I would leave if I was Serena because I wouldn't be able to restrain myself. I would be, that's what I'm saying. I think he better not bring that girl back. Miss A says light skin love story realness. I scream. Y'all heard how he hesitated when he said he was black.
Yes. Like, am I saying it out loud?
Oh my God. Danita says, oh, them ladies are about to take Cordell out, and all Serena has to do is sit back and watch. I'm telling you guys, I'm saying it right now. He better just not bring her back. Danita says, and once they learned that Kendall was pushing, I'm saying, when the girls find out, I think Nicole might get the ick. They better not actually show what Kendall was doing to Nicole. I think she might get the ick from him.
She might.
Mary says Daya is less than a match for Cordell than Serena. This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm confused with some of these comments. Where is it that he's a match with this girl? Rachel says, people saying Cordell isn't doing anything wrong or ridiculous. He can explore without being disrespectful. Kissing outside challenges, fucking is disrespectful. He won't receive another vote from me. But this is my thing.
Rachel.
Like, those were the boundaries.
He created, he said, him and Aaron said it. When they were presented with the choice to go to Casa or not, they were like, we're going to explore, but I'm sleeping outside. I'm sleeping on the day bed. I'm not kissing nobody. We can set boundaries. And Aaron was like, yes, we're going to set boundaries. We're going to do. And child, they won't in there 20 minutes. That was out the door.
So this is what I'm saying. Serena didn't set these boundaries.
No, she didn't even know he was going.
This is why I understand why people are acting like Serena did anything. She did not set these boundaries for him. She said, oh, he's open. She found out about Casa and was like, oh, okay. Let his happy. Fine. He just better come back. He better not come back with the girl. That's all she said. She hasn't even said, oh, like they were doing all that kisses and stuff. She's like, he better not be kissing outside of a child. She's not saying that. She's not even saying, all she said so far is his ass better not come back with a girl. And I understand why she's saying that, because he has acted like she is the only one. And that's it. KB says, now I do agree Cordell has gone overboard with the kissing and the sex. KB says, personally, I'm ready for Cordell and Serena to split. I was off them after she pushed him away from week 1. That's what I mean. Listen, again, I'm going to state this. I just want people to understand moving forward what the options are going to be. Because I said this when Keenan did what he did last year, and people were like, no, they're not going to let him get kicked off. They made sure to do an individual vote and did the bloody red wedding and made sure he got kicked off individually. And so that it just made KK go home, because they weren't talking together. No, they broke up. They stayed together for a bit, but they broke up.
Okay, good.
But at that time, KK and him were in the top the entire time.
Right. I remember.
And people were voting for them. So what they did was made it an individual vote, made sure he went home, and KK went herself right on home with him. That is how he lost the show. So be prepared. I think people think that because his brother is Odell Beckham Jr., that this man can be saved. And I'm telling you right now, no matter how much that man shares that story, and I bet he's been sharing the ones with Serena and him. You want to bet he will, if he gonna share a story with that Daya and him? Because the only thing he did share something. Apparently somebody, Cordell's account shared how somebody was like, if Cordell recouples with that wig, I'm on his ass. And his account is like, y'all got me here dying, because nobody likes that girl. Everybody outside here sees what that girl is doing.
Yeah, she's disingenuous. But the guys in there like, she likes him so much.
She likes him. I think this is how we know you guys are bad judges of character.
Exactly.
CJ says you're absolutely right. You called it. She was damned either way. That's what I'm saying. Mary says, if someone is love bombing me, I'm putting my walls up. And I'm not even saying that he was love bombing her. I think now, I feel like he was disingenuous. He was not, whether because he did not know how, and I said this before, or because he chose not to, he does not know how to express his feelings properly, his own feelings. All he knows is how to roll with somebody else's feelings. When it comes to him, absolutely. He's good at evaluating other people's experiences and seeing what other people are going through and being there for them. But when it comes to him, he's either just rolling with what people are telling him, or he is not stating what he wants. Mm-hmm. Jessica says, I can't even wait to hear what Ariana.
I know, me neither.
Say on Sunday about their precious Cordell. Me.
I know. Ariana's gonna flip on him because you know she is a pro woman. She gonna flip it on him. Watch. She gonna be like, oh no.
Mercedes says, I think he doesn't care about the cameras. I think he wants to get. That's what I'm saying. I'm just confused. Does he like? There are 2 years difference. So you're saying that he cares about the camera. He doesn't care about the cameras, but she does. So that's why she's not doing anything on the show where she's open as well and can do whatever she wants to.
Yeah, but she's also trying to conduct herself as a lady, and you all trying to make, you know, you all try to make Black women sometimes hypersexual anyways and over-sexualize us. And the fact that she was restricting and caring about how she portrayed herself on a TV show that her grandma, parents, or whoever might watch, and she doesn't want them seeing her overly making out in a bed or, you know, doing things. If you want to follow her for that, you can follow her for that. But I would care how I came across too. Like, that's not what I want to do. Some people don't want people in their bedroom, whether they're on a TV show or not. Like, what I do in my bedroom is off limits. Everybody doesn't make sex tapes. Okay?
He says, now Cordell is still accountable for his actions. You're like one of the only people who's saying this, but in my opinion, he crossed the line by doing way more than what Serena has done. Well, and also you're one of the only people that I see also saying that, but neither he or Serena should act up at recoupling. They're both open.
No, once I find out you having sex, I don't care if we were open. We weren't open for that. And you said you won't go kiss and you was gonna sleep outside. Oh no, I'm acting up. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna accept it afterwards, but I got a right to act up. You got a right to be getting your penis done to whatever. I got a right to act up.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't see Serena acting up really crazy, and I've already just told y'all. Serena ain't gonna do shit. Liv and Janae are gonna take care of it for her.
Right. But that's the thing about it. When you do something to somebody, you can't police how they react. You gotta be ready, and you gotta be open, and you gotta be willing to accept the consequences of your actions, and that means how they're gonna react to it. So she can definitely act up, and I want to see it. It's probably gonna be good TV if she do act up, or if Janae act up. I want to see him get all the smoke. You know what I mean? So
Kendall says Cordell and Daya need to get a room was so uncalled for because we all know if it was reversed and it was Nicole, Kendall would be crying and throwing up. Period. All these girls have been protecting that man's feelings for however long.
If somebody say 50-50, he gonna cry. If she just says that she is 50-50 with him and another guy, he gonna cry. So imagine if she was kissing and having sex and making out and doing all this, he would be somewhere just punching the air, crying and vomiting.
Mary says, as a fellow Virgo, Serena will forgive and they would be friends. Is that what you think, Miss C. George?
She might forgive him later on. I mean, you know, it might take a couple of days, but it's no coming back from it. It's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
Not romantically.
Yeah. Like, I think if he sleeps with that girl. I really do. I really do. All right.
It really looked like it, unless they're playing tricks on it. It really looked like it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna tell you why I'm not sure. Kenny and Janae chat. Oh, is this 19? Janae says, I understand why you chose Nigel. Makes sense. Cass was upset. No one stood up for her, which I understand, but Liv literally had my back. And Kenny says, well, he and Nigel walked in and Nigel said, bro, we will have each other's back. And I'm a man of my word. So Janae says they were compatible. Wasn't that the best news? And Kenny says, yeah, I agree. You've been treating me well. And Janae agrees. And they know so much about each other. And she lists all the things she knows. And he's thinking, says, does that kiss in the challenge still count? And so they kiss. And Janae's like, finally. And she really liked the kiss. She said it was great. Now we see Leah and Miguel chat, and they are excited about being compatible. And they kiss a lot, and there wasn't that much more about that. Mm-hmm. Serena and Cordell head to Soul Ties, where they're dancing, they hug, fall, and kiss each other. So happy. She's like, I have to be serious for a minute. And she says, I'm not a soft girly. I'm not super feminine. I don't want you to take that in a way that I am not feeling you. And she can't stop giggling. And she says, I like you a lot. And Cordell says, I really shouldn't tell you this shit, but like, I really like you as well. And I ain't finna sit here and beat around the bush. And Serena says, it would take a lot for a man to make me swim. And Serena ITM, she really believes that he was placed there for her. Not every man can be patient, understanding. He makes me very comfortable. I can be myself, but it's also scary. I can see it working on the outside as well. She says, props to me. I'm doing such a good job. That's why I'm telling you right now. Made her open all the way up.
Woo.
All the way up. All the way up.
I'm triggered.
So she calls him a cutie patootie and they make out. Cordell ITMs, I really like this girl. Never met anyone like her. She's out there. She's outspoken. And when she laughs hard, she snorts. It's cute.
Oh, I love that. Because I do that sometimes too.
I said, like, he really was able to state Serena in like a really like rounded sentence. Didn't you feel like it's like, oh yeah, that is her?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know she was an AKA.
Who?
Serena. This is what
Oh God, he's never going to be able to go.
That's my soror. I'm an AKA too. Oh my goodness. Now it's really war. It's war. It's war. Oh baby.
Ooh, Jesus. Oof, oof, oof. Oof. It's gonna be bad. So Danita says, like Destiny, Serena is a AKA, and not only are families watching her, but an entire nation organization is. Oh, dear God.
Woo. Let me tell everybody. Let me tell everybody at Boulay this week that what goes down to it. Woo! Oh my goodness! I did not know she was my soror. I knew I liked her because she was a Virgo, but I didn't know she was my soror. Mika will be back, y'all. She will be back.
I gotta stop putting out my other finger. Okay, keep putting out my middle finger when I'm trying to swipe to my notes. Sharnice says, I cried when Cordell said those things to her. Oh no, I'm sick all over.
Me too. I cried over Serena and Cordell, and I cried over Kayla and Aaron. I was over there crying, child, and then they get in there acting fool.
Kendall and Nicole, they so glad they wanted more time. Kendall he glad the love triangle's burned, and Nicole wants to get to know each other even better. It would take a lot to turn her head. Nicole not closed off, but would take a lot. Nicole just wants to focus on them, be open, honest, and glad they know that they're compatible. Aaron and Rob chat, and they basically talk about how Rob's the Black Widow. Rob, you should leave.
Right. You're cursed.
You are cursed. I'm fine if you want to eliminate. You should. Liv tells Kyler about her and Rob and their connection, and Aaron and Rob. She's so hot. That's it. She has been here as long as the OG girls. And all he could say about her is, she's so hot.
Mm-hmm. He just grasping at straws. He don't want to live.
Miss A says these men are manipulators except for Kendall. I think Kendall's just stupid. I mean, that's
I would say Kendall's just stupid, but he is trying to manipulate a little bit because he's trying to win the game. So he is trying to be a little manipulative.
Yeah. It's bedtime. Everybody's glad to be here. And girls are excited because Janae got a kiss. What did you guys think about Janae getting a kiss and them singing Nene's got a boyfriend?
Nene's got a boyfriend. They were happy for Janae because she been having a rough time. And they wanted to keep her. They was like, that girl absolutely not going home because she don't had a rough time. She don't had a rough draw of people. And they were just glad that she found somebody that she liked and somebody liked her and was giving her the right energy. So they were happy for her. I thought it was cute.
Cordell,
you did it?
I like to. I don't know if I like this Nene. I'm like, where did this come from? Cordell says, regardless of what happens, he's going to make this work on outside the villa. Do we call him an effing liar now or later?
No.
Yeah. You lied. You lied. Okay. Don't say things you don't mean. Liv is right. Like, isn't it great to be single, but super scary? Nigel was a good friend, but nothing romantic. Kenny does talk about the kissing. He very much enjoyed it. Aaron to Liv and Rob to keep says to Liv and Rob to keep each other warm. They tell him to shut up. So did I. They makeouts were everybody but Rob and Liv who were sleeping in separate beds. So fair. Yeah. Mary says, I feel Janae is picking Josiah. He has that comment with Leah. They like drama. That in common with Leah. So then why isn't Leah choosing him? Why would it be Janae? Janae has not looked at that man. That man said that he was in a relationship with 2 different women and it wasn't polyamorous. And so Janae has not looked at that man since.
Right. And he's her own sign. And I know that, like, usually, I mean, some people like, but you don't like Taurus men, right? But your ex-husband,
I was married to a Taurus man.
He was on the cusp, right, of Taurus, Gemini?
He was a Taurus, but yes, he was on the cusp. But I was married to one for many, many years. That I'm only speaking from experience.
Okay. I know I don't like Virgo men. Like, I just think it doesn't work out. Mm-hmm. And so I think because he's a her same sign, I think she might be like, nah, I'm good with
that. So we see the next day, somebody says beds 1 and 2 were smooching. Kenny and Cordell make breakfast. Please note that Cordell made breakfast because, again, this will come into play later. Kaylor falling in love. Aaron falling in love. Somebody here is lying. Somebody here is lying. We will find out soon. Aaron insists on being open, though. Right there's a clue. Kaylor wants to be exclusive. Liv says, well, you should tell him. You never know what will happen. Liv saying the loud part out loud. Nicole says she can see herself on the outside with Kendall. I cannot. Because that man is icky. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. He gives me the ick. Mm-hmm. Kendall says, Haley says hi. I'm sorry. All his insecurities, and then you add what he's been doing, just ick. It's like Sean from UK. I'm sorry. It all gives me the ick. Denise says, I think the liar's name starts with A. You know what? We'll find out. Leah says, I don't want to go crazy But guys, I think I really like him.
It's fleeting. It'll pass, Leah, because you like everybody. It'll pass.
Correct. Nicole says, no, sorry. Janae says it feels great having someone that makes her feel special. And then they start singing Nene's Got a Boo thing. And I'm like, okay, can we cut it out with the Nene? Kenny says, I think we're going strong. And Aaron speaks to everyone. Aaron tells him to speak to everyone and make sure it's the strongest connection. What is their problem with trying to get these men to ditch the black women?
It's ridiculous. Did he talk to everyone, or did he just couple up with Kayla?
He just coupled up with Kayla, and the 2 times he tried to talk to somebody, she had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel says, I really like her. I like where we're going. And I said, yes, you're going to Casa Amor. So you would like that. So Miguel gets a text. Boys going on a mini break, head out the villa to hashtag Casa Amor. Rob, these guys got so excited. Rob, how can you guys be more excited than me?
Right. I'm the single one.
Got me agreeing with Rob.
Right.
I will never forgive you.
Right. Rob is like, I'm the single one. How y'all more hyped than me? Miguel could not wait.
Mercedes says Leah should absolutely go crazy in Casa Amor. And yet, she just likes toxic men. It's weird.
She does.
KB says Aaron told that girl the L word thing, but has the nerve audacity terminate to hand them out like Skittles to the next gal.
Yes.
Say Miguel sprinted to Casa was funny. KB, not gonna lie, Miguel didn't think twice. That guy moved faster than the Flash. That's why I'm saying. I'm like, yes, you will be liking where you go, because it was the man did not look back. He did not hesitate. Danita says, I am disgusted that these fools have me agreeing with Rob way too much for 2 episodes.
I agree.
Again, Cordell is polling under Rob.
Not you doing the polling like CNN out this piece.
So they get another text. It's to Rob. You each have a choice, though. You can pack your bags. They're already packed and waiting outside for them, and leave or stay in the villa. And I was like, "Oh, I like this little twist."
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody else like this twist? I like this twist.
I did like this twist.
I did like this twist. Rob says, "I say we stay." Cordell, yeah. How long?
Now let's think about now. Wait. Let's think about this.
Jessica says Rob is probably getting flashbacks from when he was in Casa and the girls got the video. He getting flashes of KK falling to her knees. You know what? You actually might be right, because I noticed that Rob has done nothing.
Nothing.
And he could be doing whatever.
What's the one girl he's been talking to?
Destiny. I think he's talking to Destiny. Yeah. Which again, I know nothing.
Right.
Mercedes says Cordell under Rob is like the Twilight Zone. Says everything.
That's where we at. We don't go to hell in a handbasket. That's where we at.
KB agrees that the Casa decision twist was so good, though. That's why I said I'm not mad at production here. Production did their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure to cover all their bases, because people are like, "Why is production doing that?" They gave these men a choice. Guys.
So we want you to know he chose to go. He could have stayed with you, but he chose to go.
Yeah. Mary says Rob is still needs to go first. He got his little redemption, but he has become boring.
I agree, Mary. He does.
I mean, they all going. That's all right. Bring in some new men. What do you think they were going to do if somebody chose not to go? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
They should have sent them like to like the hideaway so that they could just like have time to themselves. That would have been cool. Because
But
they,
the other person would have had to agree. Kayla would have agreed. If Aaron would have stayed, Kayla would have agreed.
yeah,
And I think Serena, if Cordell would have stayed, I think Serena would have agreed too.
yeah. And I think both couples would have closed off if either one of them had chose.
Yeah.
Yep. KB loved this twist. As it says, what's the saying? Don't let your girlfriend stop you from meeting your wife. This is Aaron's motto, new girl with the span. I haven't heard that one. I've heard don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your
Mean your husband, yeah.
Baby says, child, the fact that these two decided to go should have been all the answers to the girl. And KB says, and KK wept. Yeah.
Oh, she wept.
Denise says, Rob is keeping it clean in case he got a couple back up with Liz. I wonder if he really thought Andrea was going to be in Casa, though. Think about that, too.
Yeah, he might have thought that. He might have thought that.
Charlene says, I like the twist, too. KB says, Love Island production has been eating. No crumbs left. I agree,
Yep.
Matt. Hey, Dan. Hi. I take back Aaron being my crush on Trader. Poor Dan. Oh my God. Mercedes says, yes, the production is producing, but let's give the girls some TLC next week. I mean,
Yeah.
for real. Okay, but says, imagine the old boys staying and then bringing in the new boys. I would have loved to see that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should have brought in more loyal boys because that would have been so cool. And then to come back and be like, your girl did this, your girl did that. They didn't even need movie night. Rachel Marie says, nah, Cordell needs to go first, followed by Aaron, then Kendall.
You got him in order, Rachel. I know that's right. She like line them up and out. Put them down.
So we just say, see Miguel first to leave. He ran out that villa. Just think that. And Rob says, why are these men leaving like this? Kenny flies away. Kendall says to the other two, we're in similar positions. And Cordell says, yes, this is the final test. Makes me, Serena, and make it the final test. It'll make me and Serena stronger, or we won't even make it. We won't have make it without this test. And Aaron says, yeah, we are open. Make us stronger. We're sleeping outside to Cordell. Cordell agrees. Not kissing outside of challenges. Setting boundaries. Not smooching. These ladies have to. I'm gonna have respect for Serena. And they all. So that tells you he knows that kissing outside the challenges is disrespectful to Serena. He's still doing it, which means that he doesn't care. Do I still think that he will bring the girl back? We're gonna find out. And with that, all three take their leave. So Ariana comes in. What did you guys think about Ariana?
That dress was hanging.
And then just going.
Wardrobe stylist has been on point.
Yeah. I'm going to say this. Ariana has been doing her thing as this host.
Yes.
I'm very proud of her.
Yes. They need to keep her. She the best one. Because she loved the show anyways. It wasn't just like a paycheck. Like she was already invested and loved the show. So I just think that just comes across and comes through. Yeah. I love that rainbow like colored like dress mini. Oh, and she looked cute coming in there. They were like, Janae was like, okay, I see you. So that was nice. I like that.
Yep. Dan says what Cordell and Aaron said lasted quick. Ariana comes into the makeup room and the girls are shocked. She said, hey guys, meet me at the fire pit. KB agrees. Ariana is the host we needed. She does tell them the boys went on a mini break to Casa, and she tells them the boys did have a choice though. Could have stayed or headed to Casa. And so this is their choice. Most of them are not shocked by the decision. As she one by one tells them, it's like she was like firing a gun.
I know.
He went to Casa. He went to Casa. He went to Casa. He went to Casa.
They like to drag things out. Like they sending the people to alert one by one text message, go stand behind the person. They like to draw everything out one by one. Like
Mary says Sarah Hyland were the dark ages of the show. It actually, well, yeah. Ariana has been a great host. I hope we can get to see her more. I wonder what they're going to do for Love Island Games because Maya hosted. Will they let them split or will it just be Ariana? We will find out. I like Maya Jam as a host too. Like they're both my favorite hosts.
Absolutely, me too.
Yeah. Shanice says that Ariana looks younger and younger every time she comes to the villa. She does.
She got rid of that dead weight.
Maya says that, hi, Maya. Ariana is body goals. Love her after sun looks too.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. She cannot miss. Her stylist is on point.
I will say this. I did not enjoy her as much on Dancing with the Stars. Like as a dancer, I did not ever really feel her emotion. I like her in the show. Like, meaning I like her.
Me too. And I'm not even a Vanderpump.
Yeah. No, I don't watch
person. So yeah, but I like her on the show a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nicole says either he will find someone or he won't. He left a bad bitch alone.
Tell him, girl. Tell him.
Renee says, "Oh, Kenny just went to go watch over the other boys." Serena says, "Fine, but his happy ass, but fine. It's either we come back from this or we can't." She says she's glad she opened to him. She said, she tells them how, the pace that they're at now. And she said she is glad that she opened up fully to him so that they were at that level before he left. But she says if his ass comes back with anyone, no one will like or recognize the Serena she will be. And he better not bring that girl back.
I hope not.
Kyler cries, will miss not having my best friend. She feels if she had the decision, she would have stayed. They've told you everything, Kyler. Like, of all the people, the man was just saying, you're like, I love you. And he still went to go test your relationship. The test for the relationship was the text. Can we talk about how the test for the relationship was the text? Because either you know what you want or you don't. Why is getting to know some other girl a test for you?
Every man says that. I don't get why they have to be tested. If you know what you want, then you know what you want. Why do you have to? But they always feel like they got to sample all the flavors before they decide which one. Because they just are greedy and just, Yeah, anyway.
Sorry to that man. Messiah agrees with me. Sorry to that man, Cordell, if he brings that. Amaya says, hi, I'm a new fan. You all convinced me to watch Love Island USA this year after listening to one of your UK reviews, and it is so much better. Oh, I'm glad. Welcome to the podcast, and welcome to the subscriber family.
Welcome.
And so Danita says, yes, Janae should twist, because I'm still on the fence about Kenny.
I'm on the fence about Kenny too.
I'm on the fence about Kenny, but I'm not seeing anything to say that Janae has to twist if she doesn't want anybody in there. Like, I don't feel like Janae should just choose somebody just to choose somebody.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what people want her to do. KB says, of all the guys, Aaron should have stayed. And KB says, this test wasn't for you. It was for me. Chloe, Love Island, UK. That's what I'm saying. The test was the text. Shirley says, Serena. I'm telling you, I listen. I kind of want to see it, but I also don't.
Right.
I don't want Serena acting up with Cordell. We all know how, but that's what, again, do you see what some of these people are putting in the comments? I'm not even showing what some of these people are putting in the comments about Serena. And I'm telling you right now, she can't win for losing.
Right.
If the man has sex with this woman and brings her back, I'm sorry, she's fully allowed to go
Absolutely.
fuck off.
Exactly.
And anybody who feels like she should not go off, and you are a fan of Love Island, Anna, season 5. Is she on her Anna shit? Don't play with me. I will listen, rights and wrongs. I will ride for her rights and wrongs in that situation.
Me too.
KB says, I don't think Serena should act up. Cordell should pull her immediately and own up to what he did. They can salvage a friendship, but any romance is gone mercifully. I don't even think I'm going to tell you, I personally don't think they should be friends. I would not be friends with him. He literally disrespected her. If he sleeps with that girl, I need you to clarify if you're talking about if he sleeps with that girl and brings her back, or if he just brings her back.
Yeah.
If he just brings her back, that's one thing. But if he sleeps with that girl and brings her back, she should go the hell off, and I will never talk to him again. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I do not have to be friends with you. People always feel like this is coming from a therapist. You can normalize cutting people off. It is fine.
Yeah.
You can not have any type of relationship with someone. You don't have to say, oh, we might not be romantic, but we can be friends, or
no,
I can be friends with them. No, you can cut them completely off and out of your life.
Yeah.
If that's what's healthier for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She doesn't have to be friends with him.
No. Masay says, CJ, I think before Serena had a chance to react, Liv would have front kicked Cordell back to the United States. Exactly. Mary says, no Faye, so she could destroy these men. Let her use her evil power. Okay, I will take a Faye. But Faye almost got Love Island canceled. So do we want Faye energy or Anna? Which I think was just like right under that, but TV purposes. I think I would rather Anna. Have you ever seen Miss T Joy, like when Anna went off at her boyfriend when she found out that he like was talking to another girl in the villa and nobody told her, and he wanted to couple up with another girl and didn't tell her?
Mm-mm.
Oh my, you have to watch that season 5. If you don't watch anything, watch Anna go off on those men.
I love a good going off.
Yeah. People are still going to act like Serena doesn't have a right to be mad because they weren't closed off. That's why I'm saying she should do whatever she wants to.
But Kayla can be upset and she can cry. Serena
Right.
can't be upset, but Kayla can be upset and she can cry. This man, they weren't closed off either. Like, nobody's closed off. People get mad. Like, people are mad at Rob for how he would do Leah or Leah. Nobody has ever been closed off all season. And everybody else has the right to be mad or irritated whenever something doesn't go that way with the person they were coupled up with, but she can't be upset. People are allowed to have their emotions. Stop telling people you can't be mad. You can be mad. You might not feel that their disposition or their emotion is justified. Mm-hmm. Whether something is justified or not is a different story. But people are allowed to feel the emotions that they want to feel. And you can't control how they express them. You can control whether you want to be with them after you see how they express themselves, how they deal with their anger, how they deal with their emotions or whatever, but you can't control how they express them.
Yeah. Denise says, do y'all want a postcard moment for the ladies this year or have them walk in knowing nothing?
I want a postcard.
I don't know yet.
Or a video, a text or something. Oh, gosh. I want that.
I just don't want either of them to like move off of petty, meaning like just coupling up with somebody, because I do think if they do that, it will lose the leverage that they have.
Right.
because these people already have a. Oh, see, she wanted somebody else. She was just waiting to see if she still had Cordell. So I might be on the side of her just finding out when he makes his decision. But that was the whole thing when and Chantel is saying this. There were more stronger couples, like people who are in couples when they used to go to Casa. Now these people aren't in couples; they're open, and so you basically can do what you want to and come back and then reap the repercussions or not. So I feel like even back then, it's like people would reap the repercussions if you were in a couple. If you weren't in a couple, you find out what happened when people get back together, which is kind of why I rather movie night versus a postcard. Right. Come back together, deal with what happened, what your decision making was, and then find out what happened. Why did you make that decision? And if the reason you made that decision, then when we see it in the movie, you ain't sticking on it or you lied about it, I'd rather that.
Absolutely.
I personally don't want her hurt, but I don't know any other way.
I agree with you.
Dan says, I was rooting for Cordell to find a girl too, but he's done too much. You can't say that cool. Charlene says he was patient with Serena, and as soon as he got to Casa, he acted a plumb fool. So was he really patient then? Or was he just biding his time?
He was biding his time.
And Mercedes says, and again, there's a way to act respectfully in this game and be open. Period. There is a way to act respectfully in this game and be open. That's all I'm saying. So I feel like if you are disrespectful, you deserve disrespect. I don't care if you're Odell.
I think she put her 2 up again. I think she did that. But there is a way to act respectfully and then also be open. Absolutely.
Yeah. And even, I don't know, I think my comments had stopped loading and now they're loading all over the place. Sorry, I was trying to swipe down and it got stuck. Danita says the amount of videos of I saw of poor Kayla versus poor Serena was crazy. Both women can be mad.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm going to say this. I was holding off, but I'm going to say this. I think people value white women over black women.
Absolutely.
I think people thought that Cordell was so cute. And I think people didn't think that Serena was cute enough for him. And so, again, I think people, this is an opinion. This is not me thinking this. From what I observed, people believe she should have just taken what he was giving her. And my thing is, he was always going to do this. So whether she opened up on day, what are we, 30-ish? A little short of 30, or she opened up day 1. Nobody else was coming in this villa for Cordell to test their relationship. He was always going to do this. Bridget says, I noticed there are 2 sets of rules for black women versus white women. Period.
Always.
People are acting like Serena disrespected Cordell and called him ugly. Meanwhile, the last thing Cordell said to Serena is that he had real feelings for her and was happy with it. That's my point. And Charlene says, and the guys were egging on Cordell to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Charlene says, so was Serena right in saying he was too rehearsed? Yes. Yeah, I agree with her. She was Serena first initial feelings about Cordell. Absolutely right. He was not genuine with her.
She felt like whatever she said, he was like, oh yeah, I like that too. If she said this, he was like, oh yeah, me too. Like everything was whatever she said, he went along with it. And now he over there twisting his hair to whatever Di is saying. Yeah, me too. And and so he does that. It's like you don't know who he is, and he probably doesn't know who he is either. So
Okay. No, sorry. See, the comments keep doing this. They just sorry. The comments keep loading really quickly, and then when I go to click one, it scrolls down. Rachel says the number of black women I've seen backing Cordell is sick. I've unsubscribed to 2 YouTube channels this week. Wow. Well, sorry. I like Cordell. And to be fair, with Cordell, I do think he's a 22-year-old, but I don't want to. I feel like he should have known better if he really cared about
He did know better. He did know better because he would not have tried to set his own boundaries in the beginning if he did not know better. He knew better. Yeah. But he decided to throw that out of the window and do what he wants to do. And that's fine. But now you're going to have to deal with the consequences.
There are going to be consequences. He's going to cry. And I'm going to watch and laugh. Mercedes says, oh yeah, for sure. I think people are judging Serena based on how she looks, and she doesn't act according to how they view her. Yep. Dan says, Aaron really surprised me. Not gonna lie, I blocked him on all socials, then removed him on any handsome.
I know that's right there.
I am going to say Aaron has surprised me on this show as well. I do agree that I think he has totally different than who I thought he was on Traders. Totally different. Mm-hmm. As it says, we would never know how a closed Cordell would act. Again, I never said closed. Where did I say closed?
No, we wouldn't, because guess what? So he didn't want to close things off. So we won't never know how a closed Cordell would act, because that's not what I said. Close things off, and he didn't want to close them off. So
I never said anything about a closed Cordell. I said,
no, I know they were just saying we'll never know because he wasn't closed off. But what I'm saying is she acts as though Serena was keeping them from being closed off, and it wasn't. No, he said he didn't want to be closed off either. And he might have just been saying it because he thought that's what Serena wanted, but he still said it.
I don't even believe that. Now I don't even believe that. Again, no matter if she opened up to him on day 1 or 2 versus day 30, I did not say closed, because at no point has this man said that he wanted to close their relationship, and that she's the one holding him back from closing the relationship. What I'm saying is people are out here saying that if Serena had just appreciated him for what he was giving her, even if it was bullshit, he would not be doing what he's doing. And I call bullshit on that statement.
And she's the one that really first expressed her feelings for him. He said he liked her after she told him that she really liked him. He said, I ain't gonna beat around the bush with you. I really like you too. When was he telling her like that he had all of these feelings for her before she told him? He wasn't. I mean, he was making her breakfast every morning, and we could tell that he liked her, but he wasn't.
But that is a boundary that she set.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's not like he was just like a puppy dog, like, oh, he's telling her every day, like, I care about you, and she's not saying anything back, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. Because she set boundaries, and he had to adhere to them in order for them to continue their. But if he had cut it off and stopped making her breakfast and said he did not want to be with Serena and waited for somebody to come in and dumped her and took Hannah, again, I still personally think he would have been dumped. Mary J. Hi, Mary J. Mary J says, didn't Cordell say who he was in the intro? Who did he say he was in the intro? I don't even remember.
He said he was a lover boy. He said he was clingy. He said, I don't know.
They both had no options and were settling. I'm more leaning towards that than some of these other takes. Mary says, I always felt like Serena was too cerebral, demure for Cordell, and he needed Janae, Leah, fun girl at his age. I also think this is a fair assessment, but then he should have stated that.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley says, but we haven't seen Daya and Cordell have a real conversation. Yeah.
We sure haven't.
We sure haven't. I don't think we ever will. Dan, not Rob being the most behaved at Casa.
And I hate that for us. Like, why do we have to say something nice about him?
Jessica says, I think he could have maybe come back from the kisses outside the challenge, but I don't see him coming back from sleeping with or dry humping the 27-year-old.
Right.
I think it will be hard. The dry humping is pushing it. If he slept with her, I think hang it up. And that's all I have to say about that. Shirley says,
oh my gosh, nobody should be dry humping at this age. Like 16-year-olds dry hump. Like
Shirley says, has Cordell not seen or heard of the show? Aaron, I don't know. Hey, Jake Kwan, actions are worth more than words.
But words matter as well.
Okay, so
like I said,
so your
actions and Aaron's actions are out of control. Is that what you're saying? Like Aaron did the
no,
L word.
No, I think he's talking about Cordell. That didn't do more action wise. I don't know. You'd have to explain. So we do see that they're going to be joined by 6 men, pool party. They kind of go line, casa. The boys left the wrong one. And Ariana joins it. I really thought that was cute when Ariana joined
I think that's so cute.
So the boys are excited. Rob doing casa the second time as well. I'm going to tell you, there's very little conversations, and I took very little notes on conversations because there was very little conversations. So
no, I agree. Yeah.
So they go over everything, and they're like, they go through the villa, the Casa Villa, and they said they like it more than the villa. Miguel says, I'm going to be open. Aaron says, same. We haven't been tested. Meanwhile, Liv, Andrea. Why? Because they didn't choose you?
I don't know.
I'm very confused about this. Kendall says, yeah, not seeing each other every day is gonna either make us stronger or it's gonna break us. We have to give this our all. Be open to these girls. So you gotta bust it wide open to the girls?
Right.
These are the men who, when they asked them what body counts that they were okay with, they all were being misogynistically hypocritical.
Absolutely.
I see why.
Absolutely.
Cordell says would take me a spin around it, but it would take time. He says it would take a lot to spin me around, but it would take time. I do wonder if going into these things, do these men think if they fully explore and they show us, oh, see, she and I are connecting physically and she's more my type, that if you come out of Casa with that girl, that they think they still can win the show? I wonder.
Maybe so.
Because sometimes I don't believe that you can actually think like this. Rachel, even Slutty Miguel is more Slutty Miguel right now. Yeah, Charlie says I thought Miguel would be the wild one.
I know. He's trying to get wild with Sierra, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Aziz says finding love, winning. But this is a show about finding love and winning. That's what it's It's about finding your strongest connection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. So Danita points out something here that at this point, yeah, at this point, I'm glad production held off on open and hiding. Where is there pics were posted? Because can you imagine had Kyler how Kyler would be acting had they went in there and then Casa happened?
Taylor, yeah.
Sorry. I mean, what OG couple is in there that has a shot of winning? All the OGs are open.
I think this is almost like a depiction of how things are now. You know how people are coming in and they're like, I've never been in a relationship, or I've only been in one relationship. And I tell you, like the new age, they have all these situationships and don't have relationships. And I think that's like a reflection of like this season. Like everybody want to be open. Like nobody wants to be exclusive. And you know what I mean? I just think it's crazy. It's weird.
Skylar, hi Skylar. Skylar says, I hope they do a favorite Islander vote because I don't think Daya is going to get very, very much votes. A lot of people don't like her. Again, I'm worried about Daya. She'd be making it out of whatever vote, coupling, whatever they do. Worry about Cordell because he going home too. He is polling under Rob. I don't know how much I can explain. Rob, the gaslighting manipulator.
Right.
Like that was his character on the show. Mm-hmm. Cordell, that the angel has fallen.
I know, Mika. Okay, I know.
I don't think these people are like thinking this man has a chance still. I think they do. Oh my God. So yes, pool party. They all freak out separately. Top girls. Kenny says Destiny. Cordell says Daya. Aaron says Destiny and Danielle. Rob says Destiny and Danielle. Kendall and Miguel did not answer as far as I saw. I don't know if anybody saw that. Rob says you're gone. I bet my paycheck. You're going back to the villa with a girl. He says this to Miguel as if this is like, is this like something that you could spot not a mile away or like?
Well, he's doing that too for two reasons. Because he thinks Miguel is wild, but also he wants another jab at Leah, you know.
Maybe. Nicole, if they put a man 6 foot in here, then they says, basically my type. Are you from New York? She says. Yes, I want you. Serena says, if Cordell walks back here with a bitch, oh, you know, I'm sick. I'm gonna be. Serena ITMs that that is why it takes me so long to open up, because once I do, I start liking on his fucking hell. I miss him so much. I'm thinking about him. She says a man would have to kiss my feet to make me turn from him. Someone says, make you breakfast. She says, yeah. Kayla says, send me a whole man, Father God. Guys walk in, introduce themselves, they hear them, and come out to the balcony. Leah says, these guys are hot. Can't pick one. I'll pick them all. Serena, they're all fit, look good. They don't look like my man, though, but I'm open. Liv says, these guys are hot. Can't wait to get to know them. They formally introduce themselves. Rob to Destiny, back at the Casa Villa. I have bad luck. And Kayla to George, back in this was another thing I didn't like about watching these two villas back. They were going back and forth too much. Like I feel like in past seasons they would like do segments where you're just at Casa, like what Love Island does. You're just at Casa or you're just in the villa. Here, it's literally you're literally going back and forth, conversation to conversation, and it's a lot because you're trying to keep track of names. I know barely any of these people's names. So Kayla to George, I just want to laugh. Miguel to Sierra, I'm in a new situation, but I'm not invested. Want someone who ticks his boxes. Compliments her on her looks. Sierra has never been in a relationship, and he's like, I've never been in a relationship. And I'm like, yay, never been in a relationship. Mia talks to Ignacio, and she says she has a hard time understanding him, but thinks he's handsome. Then Aaron speaks Spanish to Daniela. They connect on so much. They both live in a farm. They both like and have a lot of animals. They're both vegan. And then we see
Well,
Kyler.
she was vegan. I think
Oh,
she said
okay.
she's vegan.
Okay. Kyler is crying, Mrs. Aaron. Girl, he don't miss you. He don't miss you. Do we think Aaron's been playing the game this whole time? Do we think he's playing the game now? Jaquan says, I watch most every Love Island. I love Casa for the drama to see which couple are strong. In my opinion, the couples that I like, I would want them to be loyal, then fold. No. Jaquan says, I don't know if you've seen Marco's reaction to Casa Amor. Yes, I saw it. I don't know if you guys saw his reaction. He basically said what I said. The test was the text. He said, if I had gotten that text, that I could stay with Hannah if and not explore Casa Amor, he's like, I would have taken it in a heartbeat because I knew she was the person that I wanted to be with.
Yeah, he did know that. Once he had gotten with Hannah, I can say he was like,
yeah,
focused on her.
He ripped into every girl. I mean, every girl, every guy. He was like, they none of these guys are good. Like he even Kendall, he said, Kendall, you're supposed to be the grown man in there. You're not exploring because you're good with your connection. You should be not encouraging this. You should be talking to them and telling them to remember their connections back there. And that says what I'm telling you. Kendall does not value the women back there. He does not value them. Because who did he say it with? Like, I think maybe he said it once or twice to Aaron. Like, don't go too far. Did he say that with Cordell?
No, because he doesn't want Cordell to be with Serena anyways. He tried to get Cordell to pick Hannah over Serena. He doesn't support it. He doesn't support Cordell and Serena.
So that's my thing. I want Kendall dumped.
Me too. Nicole can do better.
Yeah. So Nicole talks to Kane. He's her type on paper. He's from England. She said he reminds her of Conor McGregor. Dia pulls Cordell, says he's her type, wants to know him, calls him king. He's blushing, tells him, oh, you're not getting the energy you're supposed to be. He does say, I'm thinking of Serena, but I'm not putting up walls. Josiah pulls Janae, says he wants a person that he could take care of. He wants to take care of his wife, that she could work, but he wants to just be, the man of the house. And then he says, oh, and I was in a relationship with two people. She was like, you were what? You were in a relationship with two people? He's like, yeah. She's like, did they know? He's like, oh, no, they didn't know. I said, so you were cheating.
Right.
Like, you can't be in a relationship with two people. That's cheating.
You were in a relationship with one person and then you cheated on her with somebody else. Like, let's say what it is.
You met two people at the same time and pretended to be in a relationship with both of them. Meanwhile, that's not a relationship. You're still just talking to two people. Mm-mm. Or cheating on one. Like, what? Mm-mm. So the guys really like their specific girls. I'm telling you, there was very little substance to these conversations. Mm-hmm. There's a party, they cheers, and then fireworks. What did we think about the fireworks at Casa? And now they can see Casa. They see the lights lit up. They see the fireworks. And Serena's sad. She says, Cordell is over there. Rob pulls Destiny. And this is where I lost respect for Destiny, because she says she's into fashion. And he's like, yeah, I like fashion too. She's like, I know, I like your overalls. You should make them a trend. And after that, I said, Destiny, you don't go into fashion, please.
And then he told her he was doing, did he say dick on denim?
Yes.
He is so crass. I was like, Can we start over? I want a whole new batch of people. Not the girls. I like the girls. A whole new batch of men. They get on my nerves. I'm like, that is so nasty that you would even say that to her. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just old school. Like, if we're having a conversation and I'm trying to get to know you and you say that to me, I feel like, why would you say that to me? That's so tacky and crass. Like, I'm no longer interested in you. Like, that was nasty. Like, because why did you have to bring up your penis in this conversation? We talking about overall. Like, I just would be so turned off. I would be so turned off.
Bridget says, Rob just be saying anything. He just be. He can stop. Jacoby pulls Janae and they talk, and they both want someone who's going to give them the same energy. And I thought the chat that they had was really good. They seemed to really vibe. They were very like excited. So then they play spin the bottle, which I literally took no notes on. And I didn't, nothing about that game interested me. There's a lot of kissing, blah, blah, blah. Serena, but one thing I noted that Cordell said is Serena and Daya are neck and neck, crazy as shit. Like I said, crazy as shit. How can you say that Serena and Daya are neck and neck? How? This is when I was like, I knew.
That's what I knew it was a rap. I was like, he wild for that. Yeah. I was like, you know this girl 3 hours. Like, I was like, he wild for that.
Yeah. So just say that you wanted to fuck somebody on the show the entire time, which fine. But don't sit there and talk about you're a lover boy. That's not a lover boy. That's crazy. Cordell, like you literally was just saying this morning that you could see something on the outside with Serena, and in the matter of 7 hours, you are going to say her and this girl are neck and neck?
They neck and neck. I was just like, this is craziness. This is craziness.
Melody agrees. 50-50 after a few hours is crazy.
I would have to stop talking. Even if I found that out, I probably would stop talking to him. It's some stuff that just makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I would be like, you playing in my face. I just couldn't do it.
Some of the stuff that he was saying was wild. Just because Cordell's unserious, get him off of my screen. Like, yes. So we see that they then are gone to Kaylor and Serena chatting. Serena says she misses Cordell so much. Cordell and Daya are chatting, and they go into the villa and they're basically walking around. And she basically tells him, "You're going to sleep in this bed with me." Fine. Serena misses him so much. He kisses Daya. Kaylor feels guilty for kissing in the game. Aaron chats with Daniela. Kaylor is crying. Daniela makes him nervous. Kaylor worries he's getting to know others and finding another connection. Sure is. Mm-hmm. That was the end of episode 19. Episode 20, Aaron debated sharing a bed with Daniela. And he folds. He agrees, finally, after setting boundaries to cuddle with the clothes on. But he does feel guilty.
Why would you be cuddling with clothes off? Like, what is going on? Like, what is he talking about? Like, what is he talking about?
What? Jessica says people look for anything to criticize Serena. They tried to spin the bottle, say she likes white guys because she kissed Kane. She said she liked guys who are attractive and attracted to her. Kane, I literally said Kane was the best looking guy who walked in that on the people who looked at that Casa Amor cast list said Kane was the best looking guy out of all of those photos.
You can't
I don't date black white men. I only date black men. Of all those photos, Kane was the best looking guy that walked into that villa for Casa.
Until he opened his mouth. Yeah, but he did have a look to him. But the thing about it is, you can't even explain yourself to people who are set on misunderstanding you. You can't even. It's nothing you could do when people are just set on. They just set on misunderstanding you. You just can't.
Yeah,
You just.
that's why I said she could just do whatever she wants to for me because they already hate her. They did it to Destiny, and so still act like they had a reason to hate Destiny. And we've said this. They've done it to every black woman. Kaz was too boring. India was too boring. Kaz was too bubbly and had too much fun. They have done it to every black woman. Everyone. Everyone. Rachel thinks that Aaron is just horny and nasty as his best friend Rob.
Birds of a feather flock together, Rachel.
Masay says Kane actually looks better than Cordell. I mean, I think they're on par. I mean, like for a white guy.
I mean, I thought he was all right, but once he opened his mouth and I saw how he walked and sat, I was not attracted. It was like, ew. But
I don't know. Dan is funny. He's like, oh, like Janae, she kind of being a pick me ish because like she wanted to have kids with J&J to Josiah, then dreaming about Latino six. Okay, I need you guys to understand that is not what a pick me is. A pick me is someone who says, I am better than this other girl, and this is the reason why I'm better than this other girl, so pick me. Oh, I play basketball, so I'm the best. I can understand you having sports. Pick me. Janae's not a pick me. Janae's unserious, though, because she has told every man.
Every man.
I just had a dream.
Oh, we would have kids, and then we would live in a house in the shape of a J. When she said that, I was like, Janae, stop it.
I love her so much. Stop it. I love her so fucking much.
I was like, if you don't stop it.
These men just listen to her, hang on her everywhere, just know for sure that she like.
I always thought my husband was gonna be Dominican.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Mary J says Cordell was also the man whose long-term goal was modeling for Jesus, so not surprised. Yeah, we'll see if Jesus is still calling. Cordell gives high school class crown King his man. I don't know. Keenan and Ray have no business talking about Eddie about for real. Of all the people to speak, the two ones who already.
What are they saying, Danita? What are they saying?
That Serena deserves this. They of course.
Oh yeah, Ray was saying that, but I haven't heard him say anything since Casa. No. He's still talking.
Yeah, no, they were talking since Casa. But what I'm laughing at is Serena is from Houston and she's a baddie.
Ray is still salty because what's her name?
That's what I'm saying. Both of these men lost, screwed the pooch onto two Houston baddies. Mm-hmm. Keenan with KK and Ray with Imani.
Yep.
Nobody should listen to them.
Exactly.
Certainly not Cordell. Jessica says Janae is hilarious in general. She's so funny. Mary says, I like Josiah the best, but I have horrible taste in men. I'm gonna have to say I agree with you.
I don't get it for Josiah. And he think he fine too, because in his intro, he was like, because whatever I want, they all say, whatever I want, I go after. He was like, I've never been with somebody that didn't want me. I'm like,
I think you guys do not like if y'all know Sagittarius, she is being very Sagittarius. They troll. I'm telling you, if you ever talk to my son, he will troll the shit out of you. And you will think that he's being for real and serious, and that kid is not. You just can't take him seriously.
Is he very much like well, he's still young, but my thing with Sagittarius men are they like to be in control, and Josiah really gives that off. Like, I've never been with somebody that don't pick me and don't want me, and very much, and you saw how he was like, take care of you. She don't need to work. They really don't want you to work because that's almost
that's my son. He has told me, I don't understand why you work and don't. And this is not when I was with my husband, his father. This is when we were divorced. I don't understand why you have to go to work. Why don't you just stay home and take care of me? And he's literally said that to me when
he's very much a Sagittarius, and that's why I can't do them.
And he's very much said to me, oh, when he gets a wife, like he wants his wife to be a stay-at-home mother. I'm telling you. And they are unserious.
Yeah.
Mel says, I think they've just been playing around. These guys have been watching. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Mercedes says, Janae just likes to talk. I love her. I love Janae. She does. CJ, I love Janae. She's not taking this process too seriously. Look at the men she has to work with. Exactly. Bridget says, Josiah is cute. Is he?
Not to me.
Not to me. Oh, Dan's a Sagittarius, man.
Sagittarius.
Mary says, look, 10 years ago, if Josiah told me he had 2 girlfriends, I would have been like, I can change him. His God, Mary. We got to pray for Mary.
Mary.
Let's hope that was definitely 10 years ago. Please, Mary, tell me that's not now. So we do see Aaron, though, is feeling guilty. Leah chats with Ignacio.
Yeah,
that's a Brazilian guy, right? And he was telling her not to boop him. That's all I got of the conversation. He said, "Don't boop me." Oh, she took it well though. She was laughing. They agreed to share a bed and they kiss. And Aaron feels bad for Rob, and I'm like, why? And Taylor feels guilty. Rob feels like Aaron needs to just see this through. What is with this see this through? Kayla and Serena say they will sleep in soul ties. Sierra won't say who during spin the bottle she liked, whose kiss she likes better, because I think Kendall and Miguel kissed her, right? Miguel is blown away. He really likes her. He thinks she's beautiful. She has a really good vibe with her. And I'm like, you say very similar things about all these girls. I do think that Sierra is more his speed and vibe.
Yeah.
But he does say the same thing about all these girls.
Oh, absolutely he does.
Miss says, I would look my husband dead in his eye and ask him the same question without blinking.
What question?
Meaning like she would say it and just leave it. Oh, hey Dabu, how are you?
Dabu?
Why are you not watching Love Island USA? You watching Love Island? Let us know.
She said she don't watch this show.
But she's been on hasn't she been on our Love Island recaps, or is it The Bachelor? It's The Bachelor. Yes. We will be doing some point the Bachelorette cast assessment sometime in the next few days, and then we will be covering Jen's season next week. So Dabu, we will be back for you.
Absolutely
this week. So can't wait to see you in the chat. KB says Miguel has said the same things, but his actions show that Sierra is really more his type. I do agree with that one. Yeah. And also I feel like her being a DJ just like gives her that, and the fact that she wouldn't tell him like she was really into his kiss, like she keeps him on his toes. Absolutely. And I think he knows that. I have to see what sign she is. They posted the signs today. Leah says she went too far. She kissed him in all the fields, but is still thinking of Miguel. Now she's like, I think I started to like this man.
I know.
I want to feel bad for Leah, but also I'm like, why would you like Miguel?
Because she likes toxicity. You know why.
Oh my God. Then it says, who do you guys think Liv is picking? I'm thinking Jalen, Kane, or George. We're gonna get back up. Jaquan says, how do you all vote when it's time to say your favorite couple? Because sometimes it gets annoying when certain Islanders get saved.
You know Sierra's a Virgo.
She's a Virgo. Okay. And what is Miguel again?
That's what I don't know. I don't know what Miguel is.
If you scroll back and look at the Villa newsletter for like the week before, it gives the original people's.
The week before they came in the house, or
so they posted one today, and then I think they posted one like last week. Do you see it?
I don't. I'm looking. I don't know if I'm overlooking it.
Yeah. So let's see. It says the Villa. What is it called? Ooh. Oh, here. Villa Week.
You got it?
Yeah. Miguel is Pisces.
Miguel is a Pisces? Okay, what sign
So
is
you just said
Cordell?
she's a Virgo. You just said she's a Virgo, so that's
No, I said what sign is Cordell?
Oh, Cordell. He's a Gemini. I told you that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 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 So that's actually a pretty good match. Him and Sierra. That's better than.
I don't deal with Pisces men.
Yeah, but that's you. In general, this is a good match. The only thing is, him and Leah, the Leo and the Pisces is not good. He did say he wasn't too overly invested, and I see why. Yeah. Did say that. Dang, that's crazy. So yeah, they might work actually. So we see Josiah pulls Janae, and mostly just to ask her if she wants to share a bed. And because he asked her first, she says no, but then agrees with space between them. Cordell admits to making out with Daya, blames her, smooth talked me into it. And this is when I was like, oh, see, now I'm losing so much respect for you. Stand on what you did. Don't sit there and say,
I just wanted some chapstick, and then she came over there, and then she just started making out with me, and they like, oh, you shaking? My boy shaking. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Not gonna kiss her again. Kendall, don't come in here with your head down. You need to see this through. See this through. Kendall,
yeah.
When we catch you, I'm sorry, guys.
On site. It's on site.
I am making it my mission that Kendall gets out of the villa. Daya and Kendall. So I guess Cordell better hope Nicole likes him. Cordell pissed me off here. You don't feel like shit. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had a boner on Daya at night and kissing her the next day. Yeah. Dan says, I think once the girl likes Cordell, he'll fall in love with her already, which is fine. Rachel says Cordell was giving Keenan vibes, blaming the girl instead of his own mess. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we see he says he's not going to kiss her again, and Aaron says, yeah, don't, because it will make you go too deep. Liv is interested in Jalen. She says she really likes him. She's like, is she?
I didn't see that coming. They don't even seem like
they don't match. She said, is she a girl who falls fast? No. And I said, yeah, because that means you don't really like him. Taylor says, he yells out to the Casa Villa, Aaron, if you're not sleeping outside tonight, I'm coming for you. I said, girl,
he's not
outside. And you going to soul tie, so I don't know how you gonna get him. So, sleeping arrangements: Josiah with Janae, Ignacio with Leah, Liv with Jalen, Kane and Nicole, Jacoby and George are all sleeping alone, and Kayla and Serena slept in slow times. In Casa, the sleeping arrangements were Kenny and Sydney. It's like, who is Sydney? Sierra and Miguel, Catherine and Kendall, Dia and Cordell, who are cuddling, Rob and Destiny, who are making out. I'm like, what girl that Rob has coupled up with has he not made out with?
None of them. He made out with all of them.
Aaron and Daniela cuddling. So, morning time, Kayla is still thinking about Aaron, what he's doing. Is he thinking about you, though? Cordell is excited about the cuddle from the night before. Jaquan says, I think the reason Miguel lost Nicole is because he's too flirty. Sierra likes Kendall a little more than Miguel because she could take him more seriously. I mean, I could see that, but she also seems to have like a fun party vibe. So I can also see her liking that side to Miguel. Because, I mean, Kendall's not going to hop all around the world with her while she DJing. He's going to be staying.
And now that he found out she black, he don't want her no more. He thought she was something else. Once she said she was black, he back off her. Didn't y'all see that? Did y'all notice that? He off.
Yeah. Mary says, now I'm going to drag Cordell. You 21, not 15. That's what I'm saying. Although, when he was 15, how old was she? Aaron said she did everything to try to get me. But she is really fucking great.
Now, did you notice the difference in what they're telling each other? He's saying that she was the aggressor, right? This is what Aaron is telling his boys. She was the aggressor, and she tried to get him to do everything, but he wasn't doing it. But she's great. Meanwhile, she's telling the girls he was touching, and she touching her private part, like he was trying to get there, and I was like, not on day one. So who's telling the truth?
That's what I'm saying. I need people to tell me, do we think that Aaron's just a liar?
Yeah.
Is he just a liar? We need to know. I scrolled up by accident. We see Ignacio teach how to make avocado toast, and he's teaching this to Jacoby. And Jacoby brings it to Janae. And Janae's like, thank you. She's very excited. And they said, wait, is that who you slept with? She said, no, I slept with Josiah. And they said, how do you be doing that?
Somebody actually finally brought her breakfast, because nobody has brought her breakfast that she's been coupled up with, because even Kenny, she made him eggs and stuff, she's been making him breakfast. So this was the first person. So that I thought that was nice that Jacoby got Ignacio to teach him, like, can you do this so I can take my girl, like, the girl that I like, some breakfast. I thought that was really sweet.
So she does say, and like I said, that Jacoby was one of the best chats she had in here. And like I said, I really did feel like their vibe was very good. Their chat was really good, way more serious than hers and Josiah's. But she admits Kenny still was the best. Their date was fantastic. And she says, but she will get to know him. She's going to stay open. Jaquan says, I'm a big fan of Odell Beckham Jr. I should have known Cordell was going to mess up if Odell Beckham Jr. can leave Lola Woods for Kim Kardashian. Yeah. And I don't think his brother can save him. I'm sorry. So he is also telling the boys how excited he is to get to know her. Not like, I want you guys to tell me or not. Did you all feel like the girls were super thirsty
Yes.
And the men in this villa really are interested in trying to get to know these women.
No, they just want to hump them. The girls were so thirsty. They're willing to do anything to get in the villa. Is it that great to be in the villa? Like, you're willing to just do anything. I mean, they're super
Now,
thirsty.
on the other hand, with the main villa, did the guys come off as super thirsty to y'all? And we've seen super thirsty Casa boys.
No.
Do we feel like the guys came in thirsty to get into the villa?
No.
It is weird energy over in Casa. That's the only thing that I can say.
The men aren't fine and they're not thirsty. So they're not fine nor thirsty. They just there. Right. Those women are baddies and they're thirsty. So it's really hard for the men. They wanted to make it extra hard for the men, and they wanted to just have this picture of the women crying. Lord, the women always the victims. They just wanted them to not even have anybody to turn to.
Dan says that Jacoby actually looks good. His Casa pic did him dirty. Yeah, I will say his Casa pic did him dirty. He looks much better in video than he did on that picture. Nicole says Kenny did make her breakfast right before Casa, but I like Jacoby.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that. Sorry about that.
Because I thought Jacoby would go for Serena instead. I think he would have if she was open.
They see she pining over Cordell. I mean, they're not closed off, but they see she don't want nobody but Cordell.
She's literally been crying off and on, guys. I don't know. You guys want to say that she didn't have real feelings for him, but I don't think she's faking how she feels. The girls are giving extremely thirsty, and it's giving OnlyFans energy.
Yes.
Why does it keep doing that? KB says, no, these Casa boys came in with normie energy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh, they found some cute guys and threw them into the villa. And you know what that means? Hey, I mean, they're not super handsome, fine, but maybe something can happen. Like, I can entertain these guys. Maybe something can happen. Maybe there's a connection there. You actually want to see if there's a connection there. These girls, all the things that they want to do is connect their penis to their pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And it should not be that way.
Nope.
Dan agrees. The Casa guys are chill and natural. Blade is giving thirsty, but I love him for that. Yeah, on UK.
Oh, Blade, UK. Yeah, he is thirsty.
He's definitely giving thirsty. And I kind of want her to just choose Mosiah at this point, but we'll see. That's why I was uncomfortable with Casa. Like, where did they get these girls from? Remember Johnny from last year? Did none of these people watch the show? Because Johnny, I feel like, was giving that same energy, but she was the only one giving that energy last year. And then we see how it went. It was
her sleeping with Leo. That's the one that's up with Leo, right?
Yeah. And as it says, they didn't want Serena, Janae, Liv, Jesse, and Taylor closed off.
Taylor?
Who's Jesse? KB says these men are good looking, but nothing to drool over. The producers always make Casa lopsided. But I mean, I don't feel like the men in the main villa are great either. But I've been saying that.
Right.
Charlie says girls crazy thirsty and men are having a fun vacation.
Exactly.
I wish I could pin this because that might be the comment for what we think is going to happen going forward. Jaquan says the men is on a man's holiday while the girls are in the spa retreat. That's not working because they're stressed. And Mary says, so Liv is the only one twisted for sure. Why are you getting this? Leo and Janae twist to head options. Okay, we'll discuss. So we do see that Leah says she misses Miguel, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah!" She's like, "Guys, do not cheer. We know that they're doing foul shit.
You know, he over there messing with them girls." And the
crazy thing is, Miguel's not even the worst one, but she's still.
At least she know her man.
Yeah. Oh my God. uh, 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 uh. Liv, Nicole, Mrs. Kendall. Liv says the boys, even if they bring back somebody, they will roll back. So Liv's already like saying, even if they bring back somebody, they probably will end up back with one of y'all. So don't even stress it. Kayla says, I didn't wake up to Aaron, but I'm okay. Miss says Leah is so self-aware. Love that for her. Like for real. Like whatever she do, she knows she set herself own self up because she know who he is and what he about to do. But she says she does say she understands they needed to test their relationship, but it sucks. Serena says, I just miss Cordell. I need him to come back and realize it's me. And Liv says, I just don't think he'll switch up. And she cries. She says, I just look so stupid. And Liv and Kayla try to console her. And this is my thing. Based on this alone, I think she would have forgiven the kisses. I think she would have forgiven the kisses, guys, as long as he came back to her. I don't know if she sees what he like, even the dry humping, even if they didn't put anything in. I don't know. I think it's pushing it. I really do. I really do. Kendall is not interested in Catherine. Meanwhile, Catherine's in there talking about how what great of a night they had. Like she's still ready to explore. I was just like, of course, because of course you are, Kendall. But he is interested in Ciara. Daya and Cordell chat. She insists he kept waking her up. And Serena tells Janae she was crying. She says this was her first breakfast without him. Says that if he's making another bitch breakfast, which he's not. And so let's have that discussion. Daya is not giving him any boundaries of things that she's expecting from him. She's just catering to him.
Oh yeah, because she got to show him you need somebody that's about you. I'm all about you.
Yeah.
King.
Yeah. And that's going to get her real far. It's going to get her dumped at some point or walked over. And I don't even think she wants him like that. She wants to get to his brother. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me a 27-year-old thirsting for this man as much as she is.
So what do you have? Tell me the tea. What was she saying in the comments of Odell Beckham? Like what was she?
I would have to look, but give me one second. Daya and Serena. Cordell and Daya chat again, and the boys insist that this 27-year-old woman is so into this 22-year-old man.
Yeah.
It's not fake, they say. She really just wants him. Oh, look at her. She's so affectionate. That's what he wants. That's what he needs. And then he does say he likes a woman that's affectionate, caring, and spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
I see where she's affectionate.
Yep.
She's like, I'm gonna treat you right. You need who is it? Kendall says that apparently she told the girls that as well. That she says that she's gonna treat him right. So then she says the same thing to him. I'm gonna treat you right. Then she says, you need somebody who will come in here and be all about you. And right. After saying the day before he was not going to kiss her, he kisses her by the pool.
Right.
So Kendall and Ciara chat, and he feels like he has been through it in the villa. And I said, victim complex must, because you have not been through shit, Kendall.
No, he has not. Because that girl said that she wanted to chat to somebody else, or she was deciding between the two of them. He act like he been through Vietnam. It's ridiculous.
So she's like, he says he's interested in knowing who she is, and she said, she talks about how she has limited relationship experience, and so she doesn't bring her situationships home to her family, and even though they're very close, she DJs, and he does say that he had a glow up.
Yes, remember I was talking about this. I was like, he had to have had a glow up.
He was 5'1", so he was shorter than me, and now he's 6'1". So he grew a whole foot. And so, yeah, he admits he had a glow up. And again, he's still that insecure 5'1".
Yep.
And it's, to me, it's a turn off. I don't know about anybody else. Um, Danita says Daya keeps saying stuff in different ways, and then the boys just cheer it on, saying the
Right.
same stuff in different. Yes, I agree. I agree. As it says, Cordell don't care. No Love Island relationship lasts forever. Daya made his vacation more enjoyable in 7 hours versus 2 weeks with Serena. Okay, good luck winning the show. Um, Kayla and oh no, Nicole and Kane decide to be friends. Kayla and Serena are chatting, and they just are just lamenting about their boys, how they miss them. They can't wait for them to come back. What if they don't come back? What are they going to do? Blah 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 blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. And we do see Aaron and Danielle chat, and he kisses her.
He is smitten. You hear me?
He is. Danielle chats to Kendall, and she says how much she likes Aaron. And Aaron and Cordell chat, and he tells him, he tells him, oh no, this is Aaron and Cordell. So they tell each other how not to feel bad about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Blind leaving the blind.
Yep.
Where is this one? Jaquan says, I know after Sun, they had all the Casa girls and boys, and the one Cordell's talking said she wanted him from jump, and the girl Aaron is talking to did say she didn't care if she got hurt. Yeah. But again, they also know who Cordell, all of them said they wanted Cordell. But she's also 27. So she's 5 years older than him. And she's also been in the comments of his brother's comment section. Jaquan says she's going to try and put all of it into To Find Love. Yeah, and they're going to get dumped. KB
It's
says,
not to find love, though. It's not to find love. Let's not go there.
Yeah, KB says, I mean, we've had several long-lasting Love Island relationships, though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So I'm confused.
But you can't have one if you already have an insecurity about people using you to get to your brother, and then you find out somebody been in your brother comments. You're not gonna have one in. That's not gonna be it.
They are going to tell him to leave her at Napani. You know where Napani is? It is international airport of Fiji. They will tell him not to bring her ass to Houston. Mercedes says, so Cordell's a liar because 2 days ago he was telling Serena how happy he was to be with her and that he was okay with the rate of physical that they were working at. Yes, he's a liar. Daya may not have actually said Serena's name, but she's basically talking down on her in every conversation. She should be embarrassed to have to badmouth a 24-year-old for a 22-year-old at her big age. Yeah.
Absolutely, she should.
Kayla and Serena would end up single. They would bring another boy to say Kayla and is over. It's over for Serena. I don't understand that. But say feelings, I get horniness, but technically a feeling. Says, I will never put down another woman to boost myself. If he wants me, he will put in the work to get me. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. That's what I'm saying. He's not putting in any work. He hasn't had to put in any work. He hasn't made her breakfast. The man likes to be clingy and he's not doing any of that. He's asked her questions and she's just not. No, you just need somebody just for you. She doesn't care about him. Miss A says,
whatever you like, that's what she's doing. The Vanessa Bell Calloway character or Coming to America, whatever you like. You know?
And Miss A says, I just haven't seen where Daya is a better match for Cordell because she's using a script. Yeah. Nicole says, Daya mentioned that Cordell can get to know other girls, but she is giving him it. But has she given him the chance? No,
because she's been all of on.
Yeah. And her body and instant get access. Yeah, she's not. She's saying Serena would get shotted. I'm hoping Serena gets ambered. I mean, I feel like it's very fair that this is closer to an Amber situation than a Shauna situation. Like with Amber, Michael had the chance to explore, and he kept saying, "No, no, no, you're the person that I want to be with." And the only thing is, Michael and Amber did argue. Okay, we haven't really seen that Serena and Cordell really argue, but with Shauna and Connor, he never got to explore. And to be fair, he coupled up with Molly and Casa, and then he stayed with her for like 5 years. Like they were together for a long time. So I'm actually hoping it's more of an Amber situation than a Shauna situation. Amaya says, why are the boys encouraging Kendall? Because they care about him, don't like Serena, or just want to eliminate the competition. The last
because
one.
Kendall is encouraging Cordell because he wants to eliminate the competition, and he also doesn't like Serena.
Rachel says that's why I respect Daniela Sierra. We don't see them dissing Kayla or Leah. Meanwhile, Wig Serena her mouth.
Exactly.
Jay Quest says the producer set them up to fail. How are you playing spin the bottle? And then raunchy races. If you think you had great kiss with somebody, you would have to continue. That's why you respect Marco and others that didn't fold.
Yeah.
Denise says calling this woman Wig will never be funny.
Exactly. I agree.
Um KB, Serena can't get ambered unless she finally does away with this slow burn business. She has 3 weeks left. How? Okay.
She already started because they were kissing, like she was telling people, we were kissing and making out in bed. This is the first time we've ever done this. I've gotten to this point. I expressed how I really felt about him, and we started, making out in bed. We had never done that before. So she had a slow burn, but she's starting to speed up. And why do people have to have sex? I'm confused. Like, does everybody have to have like sex and just make out all the time? Like, what's going on?
So what I mean by being ambered, Amber was coupled up with Michael season 5 for like most of her time in the villa. Mm-hmm. They went to Casa. She stayed with him. He picked a new girl and it was the wildest thing because like apparently watching live it was even worse because it was just like a quick switch up. Nobody could understand it. So I watched all of it straight through and I was just like, yeah, like he was picking fights with her, whatever. He came back with the girl. She got into a argument with the girl, and then the girl got dumped at the beach club, and then he tried to go back to Amber. So this is like at least another week or two. Mm-hmm. And he tried to go back to Amber, and then they sent in a guy in the last week, right before the finals, for Amber. She had to choose between coupling up with Greg, the guy, or coupling up back with Michael. She chose to dump Michael and couple up with Greg. She won the show a week before the show's final. That's what I'm saying about Amber. And she did not get into a physical relationship with his men. That's why I'm saying I this doesn't apply to the Amber situation because they literally sent in the guy for her 1 week before the final. No, like everybody knew she wasn't like in love with the guy, and they still won. And Rachel's even saying this. Amber and Greg were super affectionate, and they still won. So that's what I mean. KB says, I mean, she will only have 3 weeks left and on the tail end to get to know somebody. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They sent somebody in for her, and
so she won off of being with this man for 1 week.
Correct, because everybody got so pissed off that Michael did all the stuff that he did to her. Matt says Amber was super beloved during her season. Was she? Because I didn't watch it live. I watched it like maybe 2 years later. So we'll see. I'm just saying, I don't think it would be a Shauna. Shauna, they did try to send in Luke for her, but the girl had a whole boyfriend outside the show anyway. So, next we see that Aaron and Cordell telling each other not to feel bad, and then Kayla's still questioning if Aaron will come back. She basically like, is he gonna come back? Serena's like, yeah, he's gonna come back. I don't think he will switch up. I think she's still questioning if Cordell will switch up, but she just really truly believes Aaron will never switch up. And Rachel saying, and people forget Amber was also a slow burner. She actually turned down Michael when he first tried to kiss her. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Amber is white.
She's mixed. She's black. She was the first black woman to win the show. Okay. But she's mixed. That's about as good as you can get in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny, Rachel says, people are rewriting history. Andrew was disliked at the beginning until she got the victim end. That's what I thought, because that's what I read when I was reading the season. But I wasn't watching it live, so I think I don't know. I personally feel like it's more of an Amber situation if the producers want to do it that way. It's definitely not Shauna. So we do see that Kenny and Serena both simultaneously get text that it is raunchy racist time, and the girls we see take off their shoes, and so we do see it was a Serena versus Cordell. And I was so pissed up at Kendall saying, I want this for my boy so bad. I need all of these sound bites that people see Kendall making. I need them to send it. Movie night. I'm telling you, it would give me the ick so bad. Mm-hmm. Jaquan says, after last year, it's hard to tell who would be the finalist after the whole Bernie situation, and the way Casa is going, it's about to be 20 plus people.
It is. It's about to be a lot of people in that villa. I was thinking the same thing. It's about to be a lot of people in the villa.
And Mary says, yeah, people hated Amber. That's what I thought. I thought people, because she was loud and I thought that people hated her because how loud she was. Like, I know they hated Yewande, they hated her. They semi-liked Anna, but they can stand that entire trio. Actually, to think of it, that trio is very close to Leah, Janae, and
actually, and Serena.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because as far as I remember reading, none of them people didn't like none of them. Serena versus Cordell, then Aaron versus Liv, the Villa wins. So the Casa won the first point, Villa won the next point. The Casa won the next 2 points. Villa won with the Kendall versus Janae. Then they won Kayla versus Janae. Kayla versus Aaron. And then everybody versus everybody, Casa won until Casa wins the game, and the Villa girls are pissed. They're like,
I wish they would have done that twist like the UK, and they would have known who was kissing who.
Yeah, I think that would have been appropriate for this situation, because you didn't they weren't necessarily going head to head. Because you then you kind of see, Cordell keeps kissing Daya. I think I would kind of wish they had played back. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Mercedes says, do you know this season is doing rating wise? It's a streaming service, so they don't put ratings out for streaming services, really. Rachel says, I need Kendall out of the villa. Bombshells need to be bringing in a hot bombshell for Nicole.
Yeah.
Denise says, do we think Casa won? I just feel like they said that for John. I mean, I'm counting the points that we saw, and I'm like, how?
I just think they did that so the girls can cry again. Just make them cry.
I don't think they go and send that postcard of the video, because I think last season they got a lot of heat for the video, and then they just did that. I think they're just gonna make them walk in, and it's gonna be do or die situation.
Well, I'm thinking we got one more day at Casa, and then maybe on Friday they'll go back.
Yeah, I think Friday will be their coupling. So yeah, the girls are upset, not going to die because of this. No more crying because they realize the guys are over there having the best time of their lives.
Yeah.
Taylor chats to Jalen. She tries her hardest, but all she's doing is chatting about Aaron. She's chatting about Aaron. Aaron and Daniela still chatting, and Kayla realizes she's talking about Aaron, but then she tries, but she can't stop. Aaron kisses Daniela, and Kayla says just knows that there's no connection that will be the same for her. And we do see in the preview, Cordell is getting humped in bed. So let's talk about this preview that we saw.
Okay.
I am fine with the preview because people are like, oh, it's not real. And they manufactured, they did it on Tuesday. So they've been doing that to Serena for 4 weeks now. 2 weeks. Right? Every time there's a Tuesday, they've been dropping it on Serena. People sit there and have a whole heart attack. And then the next episode, she didn't do any of the stuff that they thought she did.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so.
I do want to point out, unless they are in the hideaway because the lights were bright in that room, I don't think that they slept together. I think they're just making out. Mary agrees that the postcard is going to kill the momentum. I think so too. Rachel says, I think it's postcard on Thursday, recoupling on Friday, fallout on Sunday, movie night Sunday or Monday. We'll see. Masai says, I think both groups need to see footage. No, I don't want these guys to get their guilt trips early.
What have the women done for them to even see anything? What have they done? They haven't done anything.
Jessica says in the Villa Weekly in Ask Mara slide, Mara said her favorite part of Casa is when they get a postcard of what the others are doing. Wouldn't that take that out if they needed to send it? Jaquan says, it's funny, I first started watching Love Island UK and X on the Beach. People started throwing up on challenges, but I started to like both shows and got hurt. Jessica says, yeah, it's not the hideaway. There was someone's hand in the bed next to them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look like it was at night. So were they just doing it?
No, it was at night.
It does not look like it was at night because at night the lights are turned off and they have to use that special camera to see what they're doing at night. And that is not, you would not, if that was the case, that's not the picture we would see. There's there's too much light in that room.
I don't know. I hope you're right. But I do know that Leo man slept with that girl in that bed with all them other people in that room.
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's totally that he didn't sleep with them. What I'm saying is, and even with the Leo situation, he slept with her with the lights off. And that was what we saw. KB says, nah, Daya's giving thirsty OnlyFans vibes. I wouldn't be surprised if I have first slept with the man with the cameras on. Danita says, I'm going to say it's some heavy petting. Praying Cordell uses the one brain cell left and stops before it.
I hope so too.
Yeah, the boys need to see the girls aren't acting like it. No, I don't want them to see that. Rachel says, I think it's morning. Nicole says maybe it's right before it turns off the lights. KB says they censored the hideaway bed, and the bed they were in is the far left of the camera. Denise says they're going to wait until movie night to show the boys that the girls weren't doing anything. Like Keenan saw KK break down. Yeah. Jessica says someone on Twitter said that they could have slept together the night before, and then the morning was round 2.
Oh shit. Girl, why you tell me that? That just
Listen, I'm gonna let him get his lashes because I'm like, nobody's giving him the benefit of the doubt there. Listen,
that just threw me for a loop. I was like, say what now? I didn't even think about that. Ooh, we doing a lot. Ooh.
So where
My
we at
soror
right
don't
now?
deserve that. My soror, now that I know she my soror,
So,
my soror does not deserve that.
so where are we right now? Who we think is recoupling?
Oh my goodness.
Who do you think is going to recouple in the main villa?
I think Aaron is gonna bring that Daniela back. I think he's gonna bring her back.
That's not the main villa. That's Casa.
Oh, in the main villa. Liv, maybe, but I don't even know. She might be waiting for Rob. But if she know, like I know, she know Rob probably gonna come back with. At this point, I don't even know if this is the craziest thing. The people that are single
Mm-hmm.
who are Rob and Liv, I don't even know that they're gonna bring somebody back.
Somebody back, right?
They weren't even the focal point. They weren't, they weren't, either one of them weren't doing anything, especially Liv. She was trying to talk to that Jalen guy. That's not her. That is not her.
So, I agree there. I don't think Liv is gonna recouple. I think she's gonna stay single and do an Olivia. I can see. I personally think they're gonna make one of the girls at least recouple.
Who, Leah? You think Leah's gonna recouple because she thinks Miguel's gonna recouple?
I think it might be Leah.
Yeah, maybe. You think Ignacio?
Maybe.
Maybe she's going to recouple only because she thinks Miguel, because she know how he is, and she thinks he's gonna recouple, and she don't want to look stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think Nicole is gonna recouple because she already told old dude she wanted to be friends. Like she want to concentrate on Kendall. So I don't think she's gonna recouple. Serena's not gonna recouple.
Serena's not recoupling.
Taylor's not gonna recouple.
Taylor's not gonna recouple.
Is Janae gonna recouple? That's the question.
Okay. I don't really see a connection right now. For Janae, I would have to see tomorrow's episode in order to say whether or not she'll recouple. So I'm gonna hedge. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna hedge till tomorrow.
No problem.
On a decision. Let me see her conversation with Jacoby, but I think if it's gonna be somebody, it will be Jacoby. I think a lot of people, Mary, thinks that it's gonna be Josiah. And it ain't gonna be Josiah.
No, Jacoby is like a man. Like he just seems like good.
Even my friend said that she thought actually he was gonna pull Serena because she's like, I think Serena actually would have more of a connection with him because he seems very serious and very like introspective, and he would be bringing a little more to the table. Plus, he's short. But yeah, I don't think Josiah has a chance in the world with Janae.
Right.
And Rachel agrees that if Janae recouples, it better not be Josiah says. Jacoby is much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she would only recouple right now. I think she will only recouple is if the conversations that they're having feel better to her than the conversations that she's had with Kendall.
Right.
Okay. Now let's go to Casa.
Okay.
Rob. Do we think he will recouple with Destiny?
Yeah.
I think so too. Aaron, I agree with you. I think he will bring back Daniela. Miguel, we know, is bringing back Sierra.
Yeah.
Kendall's going back to Nicole because that was his game plan all along.
Yeah.
Mary, I thought you said 10 years ago.
You've evolved, Mary.
You've evolved. We are not picking Josiah's in this lifetime. And definitely not encouraging my Janae to pick no Josiah. So who's left? Kenny. I don't see that Kenny likes anybody.
I haven't seen him. Yeah, I haven't really seen him.
I think he only kissed one girl.
In a challenge or outside of a challenge?
In a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen him talk to anybody.
Right.
So you guys will have to let me know if you think that Kenny bringing anybody back. But I think he's going back to his Janae.
So how you think he gonna feel if Janae recouples with, if she recouples with Jacoby and he comes back single?
I don't know. I think Janae will go back to Kenny then.
Me too.
They should. I
What
think
about
knowing that
Cordell?
he's single, I think she will come back. Okay, Cordell, I believe if he does not sleep with that girl, he leaving her ass right in the villa.
Okay.
I think he might feel guilty and bring her if he sleeps with her.
Right.
Um,
And then as soon as he sees Serena, he gonna be crying.
He's gonna be crying because it's gonna be over. And Janae and Liv are gonna tear him limb from limb. KB says Kenny would fight for Janae. I think so. I think he would too. I think so too. I think she going right back to Kenny. And it's nothing against Jacoby. I do think that they would just have the stronger connection.
Right.
I don't think that they would last outside of the villa. I don't know if she would last with Jacoby outside the villa, but I do think she probably would feel better. Mary thinks that Cordell will stick. I do think that I'm leaning him sticking. Unless he does something that will make him feel guilty leaving that girl there. Mary says Daya would be a Mercedes. Yes. I do believe that. Jacon says no disrespecting this blonde is the worst in Love Island history. Nobody really went for her. She barely got screen time. Sydney, is that the Sydney girl? Is that the Sydney girl? Because I was like, who's Sydney? It's Sydney. I think it's Sydney.
Oh.
And who's last? Did I miss anybody?
Miguel.
I said he's gonna pick Sierra.
No, I think we got everybody then.
We got everybody. So that is our preliminary after the first 2 episodes of Casa Amor of what we think will happen with the couple so far. We will see after tomorrow's episode, because I do agree that I think tomorrow they'll get a text to recouple on Friday, and then we see Friday and then the fallout on Sunday. Right. Or recoupling from Friday into Sunday or whatever.
Right.
Danita agrees that I think he's sticking, but even if he brings Daya to the villa, he's dropping her right when he sees Ciara standing there alone. I agree. CJ thinks Cordell is long gone. He's bringing Daya back. I mean, he could. I mean, I don't see it lasting. Good luck to him. Amaya says it's kind of funny because the blonde just knew she would pull all the guys in after. So, oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, she said she didn't have to. She said she didn't have to do much because she just was blonde and she gets everybody she wants her. I don't know, something she was saying.
KB says, "Bro, USA said we know blonde is not a personality." I don't know how much times we can say that. Right. If you think you're blonde and you're a baddie and you're gonna get everybody, go to UK. That's all I can tell you. Amaya says she said blonde hair was all she.
Yep.
Yep. 3 other streets give a like, mofos. Yes, thank you. So if you were entertained, did we not entertain?
We gave it all we could. We gave you all we could.
Yes, I tried to catch up on these episodes.
Night. Yeah. The day before Independence Day. Was officially 4th of July here. We gave you all we had.
Exactly. Like and subscribe, folks. So yes, guys, and I will probably be back tomorrow because I am missing this episode.
Yes, it's gonna literally be some fireworks probably on this episode.
So I will be back tomorrow night after this episode. I got all the time in the world to watch it, take notes, and because I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. I don't eat burgers, and my kids are with their dad. So I will watch.
You don't eat burgers?
I can't after my surgery. Oh. So I could eat a half a burger, but it's like, what's the point? So I don't usually eat burgers, but yeah. Okay. Jessica, are you not entertained? Great weekend. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. So yes, we will be back. July 4th episode will be fireworks, and they know how to celebrate that day. Period. This week of Love Island could be one for the books. It really could. So we will make our If tomorrow we get a recoupling text, we will make our final predictions tomorrow based on tomorrow's episode, and we will watch the recoupling on Friday and the fallout, and we'll be back then. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I love you guys. I love all your comments. If I was side-eyeing your comments, it don't mean I don't love you.
Right. We gotta have banter. We need to have banter.
Yes.
Everybody can't agree and think the same way. The world will be so boring.
Yeah. But that's why I read them, so that we all know, like, there's a variety of comments. The only comments I will not read is stuff that says that Black women are not wanted, because it's not true. Right. So thank you all for joining us. Have a good night. We will see you tomorrow.